Hello.
Hi. Thirsty.
What? I'm just observing.
Me too.
We're back with GTA Marathon. Today we're starting with GTA 4 after this banger of a song I just played.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is gonna be any percent, no miscellaneous categories. And I'm just ready to start whenever. So I'm gonna do a countdown, if that's okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you.
GS.
Drive us to that place
Man, I
on
like miscellaneous
Mohawk.
category.
He's just up the road. I'll let you know when we're there.
Who doesn't?
You don't.
Man, stop that. I'm going to puke. Why don't you show me around the city?
Gonna hope I don't crash into some car here.
Terrorists! There's been a beach scare
I
and you
didn't.
can't go across the bridges so good. You without the visa, I would stay in Broker. Fucking stay in Hove Beach. Everyone like this does. This?
Alright, nice.
Very smooth, clean,
Clean serene.
professional RP game. Yes.
What is this camera angle?
NG Plus camera.
True.
Well, why don't you explain the whole technology behind the police car?
Nico, you're driving
The
us to a
benchmark?
hardware store on Dillon
The
Street.
benchmark?
Or breaking the window. Because I don't know how to break the window. I mean, I've been taught how to do it.
Doing some home improvements, Roman.
Can you break the window consistently?
Oh,
Well,
funny guy. We're going to
maestros
get money.
don't
In
seem to
America,
have any
you
problems
need money
with
to do
a
anything.
patrol car,
You're
for
taking me to
example.
a backroom game where I'll
The
win
other
all
one
the
is
dollars
worse,
we
I
need
think.
to really see this town.
Depends on how
Nightclubs,
you
women,
park the car
titties.
as well.
You can play, right?
Oh, almost skipped it.
Oh, well, that would have been something, man.
Yeah.
Man, that was very close.
It's okay.
So, yeah. Skipping this Igor's voice line is the ultimate goal of every GTA 4 speedrunner. You need perfect traffic and perfect drive and a lot of FPS at the start before dialogue starts, and then limit FPS between dialogue lines to delay it in the next line. Basically, that's the whole IV in a nutshell, that single drive.
Gonna hope I get a security guard after this section.
Please don't hurt the men
If I
after
don't,
us, cousin.
it's
They
gonna
hate
be
me enough as
fun.
it is.
No.
You guys are so sleepy.
Yeah.
That's the earliest GTA Marathon shift so far. Everyone's barely awake after partying hard on Friday.
Yeah. Kinda fell asleep in the middle of Rainbow Miser race. And then woke up somewhere in Little Havana. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Imagine waking up somewhere in Little Havana. after. Actually, pretty much the same. How early is it for you, Soviet? Like 5?
It's like 6, but I woke up at 5.
Man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no surprise.
No, not disrespect, that race was fun. I just miss a lot of content because I fall asleep around that time. Basically every day. The sleeping schedule is non-existent here. Well, IV Hando really fixed it. Today I woke up at like 10.
My
Crazy
place over
stuff.
on Mohawk Avenue.
The other thing I behind has ever fixed. Yeah, I think the rain miser race was quite entertaining.
Nico, you know what?
Even though I only listened to it.
Someone to show you a good time.
I would rather have
Michelle,
4
how about you?
Rainbow Miser races than
Stop
1
it.
IV Hando.
Come on, you
If I
guys.
was
You're
consumer.
both single. You're adults.
Nah, not really.
Take a number, Nico.
Next year
Hey,
will be
I'd like
IV
to see you
Randomizer,
again, Nico.
Rainbow Miser,
Yeah,
Watchko, everything.
Oh, Vochko, okay, I'm racing Vochko.
Voyage girl.
I dropped
Yeah.
the girls
Yes.
off.
First date, percent tournament, HQ. Kinda regret not joining that race.
Can't even push the cop car.
Oh yeah, right.
Can't do anything basically.
You basically have to drive like a normal person.
Yeah, kinda like when lots of us did Abiding Citizen playthrough Nice Ushanka.
Let's go!
Delivers. That was a second wasted on that.
Hey, Roman,
It's fine.
I got
Toby's a people's runner, unlike Kyle. Cannot even buy the hat.
I mean, a second is like a drop in the sea in this game.
I forgot what
Don't
I'm
worry
doing.
about. Oh, sorry. Really
not
got
your fault.
distracted.
I was just thinking about Ushanka.
Your
Is
brain
he still
will shut.
gonna call me?
Well, I guess 30 seconds. Maybe you will receive the text first though. You need to get away from that.
No.
I'm not sure if he gonna call you again. The range is around Perestroika Club. I think. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, Andre has just jinxed it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
already on the ban button.
Yeah, I think yours have a little bit of delay. But yeah, around Perestroika or near Baines Price Street.
Painsbury Street.
What? Do you think I know
I don't know what's
the
happening.
nickname? Okay, that's why I made this map, exactly for this moment. Yeah, I predicted it. Thanks to Powdernet for explaining.
I had to go all the way
Yeah.
back.
No way! Well, nothing, man. Nothing. I mean, you dropped that GTA 4 translated script or whatever. I don't know. And you explained how pole radiuses work or whatever. Not that hard if you're a code monkey, but yeah.
I remember 20 minutes ago when I talked about being underestimated. Oh,
This guy is not going overestimate. Mark my words.
Yeah, this mission must have
Washed.
some other gimmick.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, this is just a test of fate. You still have to believe it.
6 big mouth prick. I remember the good old days practicing this in exactly this way.
There's what we owe you, Darden. Nothing else.
I'm showcasing what you have to do if you fail.
Darden ain't a problem for you no more, cousin.
Alright.
Take notes.
And if you fail with a shotgun, you call 911. It's still their shotgun. And then still their pistol.
Gigabrain.
These men, these Shylocks
I'm
like
just
Darden,
saying.
they always try to squeeze you for everything.
Saying what?
A man in
I
Europe,
was also concerned about Bleed Out and Ivan. That's two missions that can totally ruin everything. Other than that, it's just
See you later.
driving. But these two, like, well, and easy fair, obviously.
You're lazy if I cannot go that bad.
No. Bleed Out chase is way too long. And Ivan chase, not that long, but
sorry.
a big pain, no, regardless.
Alright, get ready on time for first date percent.
Only 2 minutes behind my PB.
Do you think that this is safe? Jeez Louise!
Accidents happen.
It's more like 2.5 minutes.
Come on.
Mind if I break?
Shame we couldn't finish.
Must have been the Ushanka hat.
Playing though. Can you take me back?
Well, judging by the
Make you
sum
take
of
the
bets,
subway. Let's go.
still PBable.
Let's go.
Some of West says 3:12 right now.
Stop, Nico! You hurt that person! I'm not used to this type of driving!
As long as you don't get cycled.
$11.28, let's go.
Let's see the Giga Algonquin route with the 11:30 first date.
Yeah, it's easy.
Algonquin can easily be fixed. You know that maestros are so early, they schedule French Tom immediately after that work, so they pass more time. And they have to limit FPS to a very precise value to be able to that work after Bohan. Otherwise they will be too fast as well. So. And I mean, during Algonquin, early Algonquin, you can always tell drivers to speed up or not, or taxi around or not.
Come on.
At this point, it's all fixable mostly.
Oh yeah? Why doesn't Spook have a sub 4 then?
I'm sorry, it's an ugly city.
It should have sub 4 by now. Maybe tomorrow.
No way Spook is doing
Like,
that.
I believe so hard in Spook. Like me, I'm sitting there every time. I believe in him a lot. The other half is just him believing in his capabilities.
No way! For coming. Can you take me over to Masterson Street?
Masterson Street it is, Jermaine.
You have to help him. Have to help him believe in himself.
Nah.
Okay.
Shit,
Inspirational.
I mean, like,
I need someone
if someone came
I'm Roman
to me and started, hey, you can do it, but just...
he told me about
And I'm like sitting,
Nico,
very sitting, it's easy fare for hours. I don't really believe that person. It works the opposite way for me. So I'm not doing that to the others either.
meant to be open. Wait here while I take a look.
Mhm.
Cop, man, lose the
Well,
fucking cops.
what can I tell you, man? 46% of the people believe that this run will be under the estimate.
Man, you gotta shake these
Well, I
cops.
wanted to bet, but then I realized that I don't want to bet ever again. I just lost all the will to gambling, ever.
Literally every single gambling victim.
Cool. I think we managed
No,
to
just
shake 'em. We just need to lay low for
I
another
don't know.
minute. Did you see that?
It's kind of funny.
Oh.
13 people actually bet on under the estimate, and only 3 people bet on over the estimate. But the amounts of money, Twitch money, Bezos dollars.
I think there's some kind of channel points laundering happening, but I will assume
Don't be a
something.
hero.
I'm not gonna accuse anyone without evidence. I'm just judging by yesterday's Seabok Tall Seagulls run.
What happened there?
There was some big bet on underestimate.
And you
I
rigged
mean,
it? You rigged it? You went over the estimate just so that person doesn't get all the money?
I didn't rig shit, bro. But just a random category. Random as 15 minutes category. It's like betting on some random event in the sports match. Like buying the machine gun in CSGO or something.
Wow.
I got the double one throw, but let's not talk about it. I didn't want to talk about my own runs, but it's just so happened.
Exactly. Let's look at how Sovi skips the cutscene.
Of course he
That's
does.
how you do it.
What buttons do you spam here?
I only
This is it. Thanks a lot.
I only managed to do it 50% of the time. I spam space and enter.
Yeah.
We got an Excel spreadsheet on this.
We need to.
You gotta ask Kyle that.
Yeah, first when I started checking the inputs, I started copying them, and it was space, enter, and F. I don't know. That F sounds like a huge placebo because F doesn't skip a cutscene.
Yeah.
Then I replaced F with left mouse button. That sounds a bit better, I think. Especially when you have enter on your mouse, which is allowed, I think. And if you have a lot of buttons on your mouse, you can assign some of them.
Any believers
Usual.
that the taxi is gonna stay?
Could stay.
I'm not an expert here. It looked just on the edge, like... Yeah, if he hailed it a bit earlier, the taxi driver would have gotten spooked after the shootout. And actually, this thing has a big difference with Complete Edition, because in one of the patches they implemented the car drivers spawn from further away. And it's even I will read the patch note. Fine. Yeah, it stayed. Hooray.
Yeah.
Righteous with that piece. Thanks for
Of course it
everything.
did.
I want to go.
I know a fun way to go.
Jacob just cannot stand his feet. Okay, let's see this next mission. Jacob's Ladder.
No, okay. Yeah, patch 6, aka 1060. Pedestrians and vehicles appear further from the player to allow for long-range sniping. Sorry for pronunciation, but yeah, this is official patch note, and well, this includes episodes and complete edition.
Yeah.
I can't get you any closer than this.
So in complete edition, some of the taxi drivers will get spooked.
Rod, what the heck is this?
Taxi it? Everyone knows it. Oh. Sorry for that sound.
You said it.
Yeah,
That's-
he just flew through the ground somehow. I don't know. Remove the marker while pausing. And that allows you to taxi it. No, I didn't.
Bro.
I didn't ask how to skip the island cutscene. I know which buttons are to skip it. I know that F doesn't skip a single cutscene in this game. I'm almost sure. Alright, and this is another heavy reset point for IV runners who don't choose classic.
Oh my god.
I think it might be connected to the fact that you arrived in the same taxi model that's loaded right now, but that might be a delusion. I don't know.
Why?
Like, imagine. No, it's a different model, so I'll keep my mouth shut.
Respect.
No, it's the same one.
Ah, it was Cruiser all this
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I think.
Because I lost a lot of time and the cycle.
Yeah, if you use.
reset.
Yeah, that kind of confirms the theory. That single occasion, right? Surely.
I mean, I always believe that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get them all. Yo, make we broke out here. Take some more.
Sorry brought a lot of new stuff in GTA 4 80%. Like, one thing is when you discover something in episodes or some meme runs. Another is when you not only bring new stuff, you also rear out the late game. So texts are a bit faster. Well, at the end of the day, most of them are gonna be received during the mission anyway.
Yeah,
But not
now
all.
this game actually has two big glitches. Except unlike the traditional one that people used to be seeing back in the day.
Nobody knows this city better than me.
Very interesting.
Well, on in any percent, you don't want to route anything on the go. You want to stick to your game plan that you downloaded from GTA 4 save files, or I mean splits resources. There are splits in GTA 4 made by Sorviknight. They should be fine for even for a beginner. I will say that.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's my
that's
compensation.
Uh-huh. Oh wow, that's
deep
kind of.
cab.
Yeah. That's one of the latest placebos to hold look backwards, running from the safe house.
Thank you very
Like
much.
before you leave the safe house, you don't have to hold it. For some reason cars don't appear, I guess. Because there are no windows in this safe house. Or something.
I bet Stick didn't know this placebo.
Of course he did, because it wasn't documented. It was transmitted from runner to runner. If you're not the part of the transmission, you just don't know this placebo.
True.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't the part of the transmission.
That's how GTA 4 strats happen.
Yeah. Radio wave transmissions.
Sorry.
What the?
Well, that's just another case of one VD.
I would like to remind everyone that the person who first started using this route to the paint spray was Casey Furu.
Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, runners used to drive from the east side of that park. It's called Outlook Park, I think. Going through the big arc, then doing the giga jump. But yeah,
This is definitely less exciting, but more consistent. And like
and it should be faster.
0.0001 second faster, yeah.
Are you cosplaying me or
No.
how's it 0.00? I mean, this is a dead discussion. Should just time this stuff.
People don't even remember that Through used to run GTA 4.
GTA 4 killed through desire to run GTA's.
Mistake again.
No, yeah, that's not my take actually.
I know it is.
I tend to believe GTA 4 killed a lot of people.
Like Ivan.
Not yet.
I'm sorry, okay?
If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Opium.
Alright, Ivan, let's do this.
This is a very demanding strategy, requires a lot of skill.
Yeah, actually on higher FPS, this car is much closer to you as well. But mostly it's just doing the turn proper way without losing too much speed. It's 50% making a turn and 50% aiming. Like first 15 bullets will go straight to his head if you're right next to him.
Don't do anything stupid.
That's
guys.
very
Nothing is stupid
That's
as letting
very
that fat
spectacular
swine
strat
Mallory.
here.
Hey, it
And as
happens, eh?
very cool
Well,
connection to the next
relationship.
mission as well,
I do
like
my thing, she does
perfect
hers.
connection.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, and this mission also has a very cool strat.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna attempt it right now.
We call it Bruisey Tech, I think. Well, I call it that at least.
All right, he's running away. We win.
The,
Let's go
the,
home.
the true
I'm
drop.
not walking away until this thing is finished.
It is.
The Drew.
Damn you!
True.
Initially, he showed it done in a police car. Okay, what's the reason that you don't look in Vlad direction?
He'll come back. The only thing that
Is
will
it
hold you
really
down
failing
is
the
6
mission if
feet
you
of dirt.
look at him
Forget
here?
about Mallory. Plans change.
Or
and
isn't he
so
going
when Vlad
Well, that's the
decides-
theory anyway.
Roll a fucking spine. You think Vlad will
Yeah,
come
I
after
think
us
Kyle
when I'm
believes that
dead?
it slows
Keep
you
your head
down
down.
if you look at
I'm
him.
going to finish
Oh, then
this.
he died, never mind.
Shit.
So, but maybe. If you go too far with that jump, you will fail the mission
You've killed yourself.
at some point. You lost Vlad. This jump is fairly new. It's probably the latest 80% strategy. Unless I'm missing something else. If we don't count some taxi placebos, yes.
Alright, I got nothing to lose. Let's go for second van.
Oh,
Oh, it's finally speedrunning.
yeah. I'm always spamming enter and left mouse button. I don't spam space because you might jump or something. But there's like one cutscene where only enter skips it, which is when you enter the gun shop. Actually, no, never mind. But yeah, if you restart the gun shop tutorial mission, do you have protection? This cutscene is not present. The first time you enter the gun shop, you have like little cutscene, and you can skip it with enter only. Well, maybe spacebar, but that would be shit. As a laser gamer, I used to only skip with left mouse button back in the day.
And don't try nothing.
I ain't got nothing. You wasting your time.
I've always
Show me
skipped
you don't
everything
got
with
any
enter.
flat screens in the back.
Yeah, enter
Okay.
is like
You got
go
bad
to
information,
button
brother.
to skip things.
Niche,
And the key,
run.
not a button.
Push button, yes.
Right, let's see.
No way!
Get out with no funny
Well,
business. Don't kill me, man.
this is the reason why Kyle
Show me the
doesn't
bag.
play this
You
anymore.
carrying TVs? I ain't got nothing.
Allegedly.
Man,
No,
Fine.
not
get
really.
out of here.
When you have 13 third vans sitting right next to each other, you understand that person who created that mission has no soul.
Insane reference.
Yeah, thanks, Paladin. Surely I will start understanding all of it myself one day. Surely, clueless. This is all on me. Like,
Get
all
out
of
of
this
there,
is
you're
on me.
fucking dead.
If I have any kind of question about this game, I should just learn to read this
What you got
shit
back there?
myself.
TVs? Show me.
This is a big screw up. I'm dead if I lose this shipment.
And there are a lot of questions. All the time. Most of them are not important. Yeah, also, for some reason, when you're too close to Faustin Club, phone calls get delayed or something. Like, actually, that saved me some time in Hando, because I used to, from the internet cafe, I used to pick the date, destination, and it was driving towards Faustin Club, aka Perestroika, and it delayed the phone call by like 20 seconds. You should always pick like the way, so taxi drives north from there. Like, this is kind of knowledge that, like, I ran this for 2 years and I only learned it recently. Well, I'm a fool in that case. Who else? Well, unfortunately, we don't document such stuff. It should be documented. Okay, too much effort.
Alright, I see the benchmark cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still got it.
Still works. So
To Caillou?
this cab allows him to
Don't play with the windows.
do the void warp at the end of this mission.
Taxi!
Which is
And
faster.
actually, yeah. Taxi, there are 2 taxi models here. This is the shorter one, based on merit. And the other one is based on
in his basement, and he didn't come. We're going to that
Cruiser.
on Hove Beach.
Civilian version of Cruiser doesn't exist, it only exists in GTA 5. It's like Ford Crown Victoria
That much cash.
as car.
All right already.
And it's too wide and too long. It wouldn't fit. It will always, if you void warp to the end of this mission in a longer car, you will clip through the ground and run is over after
Thank
that.
you very much.
And these cycles, cop car cycle and taxi cycle, they are not getting reset when you restart the game through new game. And there is really no rule about starting the new game from
This one.
restarting the game between attempts, because
Drive us to Mr.
you,
Faustin.
otherwise it would be like 1 minute of waiting. And this is not deemed as very important stuff, so the middle ground here is to use benchmark before the attempt. And when you use a benchmark, it kind of makes the both cop car and taxi cycles consistent. And just so happens that
Thank you for your help.
on usual pace, well, you've seen that Sorry lost a few minutes, but still got a merit, so looks like it's a good stratagem.
Yeah, lost like 5 minutes
Oh, thank you.
already.
You wanna stop, man?
I mean, I'm on PB pace.
Don't worry about the thing.
What do you even mean, Paladin?
We're going to.
No, I think this is the most generic car ever. It's called Steiner in GTA 5 or something. They just did. Maybe they wanted to add it in 4, but they didn't. Or I don't know.
Oh, you mean like the
Cruiser.
yeah.
So,
I mean it didn't exist until it appeared in GTA 5. Yeah, I get it.
yes. Actually, there's a third cop car model, the News Cruiser. Wait, actually, is News Cruiser based on Ford Crown? I don't
Yes.
fucking know. And
It is.
what about the other one? What about
The-
usual Cruiser? Or are they the same?
They're all the same, yeah. All three of them. The cab and both police cars. Well, I
The
mean,
News Cruiser is just like a modified version, right?
yeah. It's even faster than the police car.
I actually got it in my Honda Run for Vigilance. Is
Yeah, I
imagine?
saw it. When I saw it like at work, I thought that there's like a strategy now to get it.
Thanks.
Nah. Yeah, strategy is to do stunt jumps on 4 stars in Comet and then
My property.
get lucky. And maybe, yeah, should try it a couple of times. Maybe it's always a News Cruiser when you cross this island.
Wait,
I want
it must be 3 stars for the news crew.
Great, thanks.
It was 4 stars on 100%.
4 stars should give you an FIB Buffalo.
Well, no, I didn't think that News Cruiser is like a 3-star thing.
Thanks a lot.
It is a 3-star thing.
I had 4 stars. Fight me.
Whatever.
What about Patriot Cruiser? Or what do you call it?
The same. It's like it's a cycle on 3 stars. You get either the News Patriot or the News
I
Cruiser.
want to go.
It's like Buffalo News Van.
Yeah, basically, I don't know about the speed, but News Cruiser handles like GTA 5 car, which is good. Maybe
no,
not.
FIB Buffalo handles like a GTA 5 car.
Well, when I start talking about handling, I sound like a total idiot,
Knows
but
this city better than me.
it handles pretty good. The News Cruiser, it's turning like a proper car. So if someone gets a News Cruiser Most Wanted, he will probably switch
Oh,
to it
okay. Well, it's a good thing I didn't have
if
none
it's
of
in
that
a good
split.
spot.
I hope you do. So we will get an FIB Buffalo. And Spook will do everything in the chicken van.
Well, I don't know about Nose Cruiser on 3 stars.
What about Sam
Maybe,
KFC?
maybe. Never thought about it.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about which other car is on the table. I guess he'll have to take the News Patriot.
Patriot is just a bit too wide, but otherwise it's pretty good.
Actually, I know. So he'll import the police bike from Broton.
Yeah. I don't think it has a police computer anyway. You can always add a mod.
You get the truck
Always.
from Tunnel of Death. I forgot what it's called actually.
Stockade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unique vehicle. Actually, you could get it on 3-leaf clover as well.
Yeah, true. Alright, I lost a hat. Sorry, gamers.
Yeah, I was thinking about it as well.
What was that cut police vehicle from Broton? So,
We're going
like the heavily armored one.
into
Ese sí,
Avenue.
compadre. We're here.
I thought it's still a vehicle.
It's a
But
brigade.
either way, I don't
brigade.
know.
Yes, that one.
GTA Online car.
Yeah, pretty much.
To Mont-
Stockade, Brickade, they're all the same.
This is far as I can go. Okay here?
So, usually top runners are so quick they death warp at the end of Shadow, and it's still Wednesday. And when you death warp in PM hours, you stay in the same day. It changes when you die in PM, it changes to 7 a.m. or from 7 to 9:59 if it was really early. But usually it's like 7 a.m. and it's supposed to be the next day. Like you spend the whole night in the hospital or whatever. But except they forgot to implement to change the day of the week, so you actually go back in time. And that kind of allows you to skip some Trash Masters somewhere. I don't know. It's not really a concern in any percent anyway. Because Trash Masters only spawn on Fridays and Tuesdays. Yeah.
You do skip a Trash Master cycle, but you get another one on Diamonds.
Yeah.
Which is arguably worse, in my opinion.
They might take a place of the taxi, I guess. Or they just block your way. These Trash Masters, they just spawn everywhere you go. If the time is right. Only 2 days out of 7.
Forgive me, I'm a bad driver.
Didn't get enough damage, but that's okay.
That's a few seconds. Special delivery.
Now Sorv is going to use the car that he found right after Easy Fair to drive to the mission marker and then to the mission itself. Foreshadowing.
Yeah, in any percent, it's not really worth pushing a cop car. Because the next phone call that he's gonna wait for takes, most of the time it takes 50 seconds or more. Close to 1 minute, if very unlucky. If there was a consistent way to make that call 30 seconds, then pushing the cop car would be the way, combined with Druzy technique. I think if he gets a phone call after stealing the cop car, he will go for it. Totally.
You want me to finish you off?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if the cop car doesn't despawn. That's also another thing that can happen.
Yeah. This is sort of thing that you investigate with clip capture on. Still a cruiser. Very lucky. Lucky coincidence that all the cop car model, both cop car and taxi models are the ones that you want to receive. Yeah, this jump is only possible in cruiser. It doesn't really work in the patrol car most of the time. The jump that he did in Ballista during Uncle Vlad over the fence. Yeah, most of these phone calls, like this exact phone call, it doesn't unlock literally anything. The majority of phone calls are and texts, they don't unlock anything when you receive them. But you have to receive them in time, so they don't clutter your schedule.
Then here we go.
Thanks.
Your queue of the phone calls and texts.
Hey,
So by the time you need to receive something important, there's nothing that prevents you from receiving it.
Well, Revis,
I think you need this one to trigger the last mission too. Unless
No way. I will check right now.
oh my god, man. That perennial can block your view, as you
we're
can
going
see.
to. Got it. Here we are, man.
Yeah.
End of the line.
At least you didn't get a one level. The guy that is fleeing, he's invincible, but his car isn't.
Wait, if he's invincible, why does he die?
Well, after he
This is
leaves
as
the
far as
car,
I can go,
he's
okay?
invincible, vulnerable, I guess. A lot of chases in 4, you can break them in different ways, like bleed out chase. You can kill the guy before he enters the car. Here you can destroy his car before he goes out of your range. Maybe you can kill him while he's in the car. I don't know actually. I
don't
think no.
think you
Not
can.
cool, sorry.
No. He doesn't have that much HP once he jumps out, so definitely not.
This game would have been, like, this speedrun would have been much worse if you couldn't do these, like, simple quick skips.
Yeah.
True.
You had to chase the guy all the way to the airport.
Yeah. Then there are plenty of missions like that. Like, I need your clothes. That is a one long chase.
Yeah, wrong is right too. They just didn't expect controller boys to kill the person quick enough. If you don't kill wrong is right person before the bridge, they speed up a lot.
Oh right, it's like on the T-Rod mission.
Maybe.
Diamonds in the rough.
Yeah, for most of the phone calls, once you press accept, after you pressed it, you're sure you pressed enter. And by the way, on foot you want to press enter to accept phone calls, not left mouse button, because otherwise you might cancel the phone call with pushing the air, because left mouse button is attack button as well. So once you accept that, you can hold the right mouse button immediately and just hang up. If you know for sure which phone call you're receiving, you can delete by holding right mouse button. Except some of the phone calls, like this little Jacob phone call after mission started, you need to hear the first line starts.
I'm trying to fucking lose
And
it.
most of the Francis phone calls as well during the mission.
I can't think about it now.
Mostly it's Francis calls. It's almost like all of the Francis missions were designed by the same person. He has a lot of these calls in the middle of the mission. Automatic ones. You need to listen what he says and then hang up.
So we need
What is this?
I didn't know that Mr. Bog.
Oh, the marketing for it.
Yeah, that taxi might drive away.
Yeah,
I think he got stuck on a traffic light.
Nice. 2019 strats.
yeah, in Ivan, the reason why mission doesn't pass immediately is because car has to reach the end of the chase, and then only then you pass the mission, like Paudinet explained.
We can pick up our stuff and then get out of here. I'll call Mallory. She might have somewhere we can hide out.
Volvo didn't work. You got a cab.
This spot can be rough for caps, and you appear there twice. This is the second time already.
Maybe things are not so bad.
This I did not expect.
I was
Yeah, in
thinking
this
about
one,
getting
Roman
out of the...
enjoys being in the cab throughout the
Take me to it.
looking at the places he used to own,
It's on fire!
burning to the ground.
Fuck!
Yeah, be careful with locking FPS when you have the other person during the void warp.
Hold your smoke. Don't talk.
If you lock it at the wrong time, the person might stay
How long it took
in
me
the
to get
void
set up here?
for
You
eternity.
don't, because it was easy for
You will probably
Let it
never
all from
catch
day
up
one.
to them.
It took me months to get some
You can
shit
try to
together.
void warp
Finally
again
opened
and
the cab. I
grab
got
them,
up.
but
Here we
probably
are.
not possible.
Beginning of our new lives.
It usually happens on low FPS values like 15 or maybe 20. But it can happen if you press lock FPS at the worst possible moment and it just drops so much that
Here we are, man. And
it warps out of the car. All these FPS gimmicks, man. Who cares? Not the real way to play the video game, am I right, gamers?
Yes.
Yes.
Take me to
I'm guessing this country.
Last I heard, these dealers was up on Grand Boulevard.
It
Let's go
just
take a
turned
look,
green.
man.
What does that mean? Any Kyle in the chat?
It might pass the first light, but for the second one I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably
We got to
anything.
follow him to them
Yeah,
other
the first
beaches,
one
man.
is
They
green.
be sucking the damn life
I'm
out
just
of
Really,
gonna
I
keep it
don't-
unlocked.
I don't have this amount of FPS here, so how do I know? Yeah, everything in this game is connected to frame rate, especially in-game time. So, and street lights are also connected to in-game time, and the lower your FPS is, the faster time progresses. So, for
It's
any
two
kind of
car lengths,
weights,
right?
you kind of wanna
That's how
limit
far
to
you'll stay behind the
26.
woman when you're
If
harassing
it's lower
Oh,
than 26, it's actually bad. Yeah, that's one extra weight here. I don't think even Maestro would have known what to do here, but who am I to say that, really?
Be maestro, he's just a maestro nowadays.
Former Maestro. There are no such things as former Maestro. Yeah, honestly, I really don't like when people look around with their camera on this mission. I stick to
You know,
press and look
these
backwards here,
streets
but
is mine, man. I can
yeah,
feel
I'm
the
not a
force in my
Maestro
veins.
here.
You
I,
sound like you got something else in
I'm
your
gonna
veins.
shut the
Man, I ain't
hell up.
touched that shit in years.
I believe that
Who you been talking to, man?
looking
I'm
around with your
Serene, man.
camera
Serene.
just
Fucking Serene.
gives so many
I'm
chances
sorry.
to
You ever
spawn
thought about
some
doing some
traffic.
TV? You might be able to get a series of the back of mine, you
Compare
know?
it to press and look backwards. This is my
Street
delusion
justice,
here.
bro.
Not really my scene.
Just
But
wait till you
yeah,
see your
I'm
face
not
in the screen,
holding
man. Maybe you
for
change your
long,
mind then.
too long
I
because
always
I don't
wanted
really
to be a
trust it.
well-known idiot.
People say to me, Manny,
I
why
only
you
press
do
it
this?
from time to
Why you
time to
wanna
see
clean up
if
the streets so bad?
he got
What's your
blocked or not.
passion?
Do you tell them to get famous?
But imagine if
love, man.
a
They know because
cop
I
car
help
spawns
people,
right
man.
in
I'm
front
all
of me
love,
one day,
kid, for these streets.
I will be punished for all of this. Yeah, there is a classic percent run for GTA4 and one of the episodes.
If you're wondering why Solve is looking FPS right now, it's because it speeds up the traffic light cycle.
True.
Go through? No, nah.
It's not so significant. I think it's like maybe 1-2 seconds there street light, but still it adds up during a run
Looks like he's about to stop, yo. You best pull up behind
for
him, man.
every single wait you do. You do a lot of it. No, classic world record is sub 5. I think it's sub 450 even. Let's check. Not a lot of players do it.
The fearsome street.
Yeah, it's 444. So I'm sorry, King. I just forgot, man.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like,
buy Sorviknight himself.
Lucky, move on.
We're going to.
of course it is.
Got it. Here we
Yeah,
are,
make
man.
sure to
Heading
follow
up the
GTA 4
line.
community for your annual classic run by somebody.
Right here!
Somebody usually does one a year,
This is great.
and then
We
we'll
get to
forget
breathe
about
and
it.
smoke at the same time. Why are you talking to me? Do not move a muscle.
Hello?
15 hours of GTA 4.
Okay, guys, I just want to get.
I wish.
It was a delayed or something.
Take me to win.
Got it.
Probably, yeah.
Thanks.
Maybe because you went for a photo. Oh, I don't know.
We're going to.
You
Did anyone
got it.
hear
Thanks.
Discord?
Yeah, that's a new streamer. Not Kyle.
You should have use a phone book to beat up cops.
I was hoping it was Sam.
So I said if
Where we going? I got this meat.
The hell was that sound?
What
No
Sam?
clue.
Your cat?
I don't know.
I want to.
Some of the soundboard sounds
No one knows
yesterday.
this city
Holy
better
shit,
than me.
man. That knocking sound. I even felt it with my right part of my body, like someone is knocking, even though there's no wooden door to the right. But oh my god. Well, if someone was watching 300%, they understand what I'm talking about. This sound should be illegal. When someone is knocking, it really fucking sounds like someone is knocking.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's very spooky to hear someone knocking, just in general.
Especially in Russia. Well,
Don't
could be
despair.
worse. Could be worse.
No! That was my impression of
Masterfully.
Nico falling.
Yeah. Maestro full execution. And he can catch his own cab that got spooked, but it always drives in this direction for some reason.
Better than me.
That's
Well,
very
Bohan only
kind
has
of
so
you.
many rows, I guess.
Hey, Cab!
You only catch this cab if you're fast enough. And I think on Complete Edition it might be screwed as well, but maybe not. After a shootout starts, it gets spooked and drives through the Bohan.
To Cassidy Street and shotgun.
I want to go.
Alright. The only thing I'm hoping is get taxi glitch consistently before 16 years of GTA 4. Or if it's not a taxi glitch, at least ignore lower dash player glitch or whatever.
Yo, they're gonna expect us to go.
Surely some kind of car wash glitch is possible.
Coast is clear. Come on, Playboy.
Up the
It
stairs.
can be hot dog, car wash cutscene, pool cutscene, cubed,
I got rid of
anything.
this guy.
Could be binoculars minigame. Actually, on the controller, when you hold eat hot dog and enter the cab cutscene, Nico starts like freaking out. He's standing there, he doesn't know what to do, and you cannot control him. And during that, I think cops actually, no, they still shoot you, but you cannot do anything anyway.
Proud of engaged with me.
Was kind of hoping to see the latest development and blow your cover soon.
Here it is.
It's not worth. Sorry.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, what the hell is this cab?
Hey, money, watch
I
where
think
you
it's
go.
my cab or something. Because it has no
Obviously,
passenger door.
yeah. Alright, this is something new.
This development is too new.
If only it had the driver and if only it drove to you here.
Oh, petrol station cab, real shit, real shit. Let's go.
And this one has a driver.
Yeah.
Way.
Luckily.
Right,
The
that was
famous
something I've never seen in
You
this
take a
mission.
bid on a heroin beef, you ain't seeing light for a
Must be a sign.
this bullshit.
Both this cab
We are
and
close to
the
it.
earlier cab.
Here we
Yeah.
be.
There's the newest thing you can do in this mission is you can yeet off the building after you get to wanted level. Lose the wanted level yourself. And then if you enter the taxi at the right moment, just when the wanted level is about to expire, the Playboy teleports into your taxi. But funnily enough, it doesn't save that much. It would save much more if Playboy was teleporting consistently. Without that, you need the taxi on the edge of the wanted circle. And at the same time, you need no cops around that area too. So, and the jump itself is not very consistent
Roman's cousin.
in my experience.
Again.
Yeah, good to see you. It's Nico, by the way.
What am I doing?
Come back soon, Nico.
Import export.
Yeah, well, I was gonna click that.
Okay, boys. If you decline Brucey export, you skip
Here we
out
go.
of the closet. There.
What?
Yeah. Sure.
Confirmed. Do not steal that. Jesus Christ.
So,
Yeah,
Got it. Here we
that
are,
would have
man.
been very
End of the line.
unfortunate.
The last cab you want to steal.
stop!
Yeah, sometimes Nico like clips through the passenger door. Goes directly to the front door. It's kind of annoying. But also kind of useful.
We're going to.
Okay.
Only
Here we are.
one
Wrap.
input to enter the cab and steal the cab.
Rip that guy.
You only use him for 2 missions. It's fine.
Okay, it is follow the train mission, which speeds up if you go fast. So
Yeah.
in
But
a
you-
way,
You need to follow the train tracks to rubber band him. If you go, you can go straight to the end of this chase while aiming at the train and not fail the mission, but the train will stay in one place, and that's if you do that.
yeah, this is basically like a sprint checkpoint race.
Yeah.
Well, apart from this point where you actually have to look at the train,
Where is the goddamn
Wait, what?
train?
yeah, not to lose it. Because here you can actually go too fast. So just have to make sure.
Nice ambulance.
DLC ambulance. Remember to turn off the engine of the cab to get cats to spawn.
Right, I didn't hear that placebo until now.
I hate taking the train. When are we gonna get us a Patriot or something? Right in.
It better be working.
Well, jumping off the stairs and then canceling a mission call seemed to work to me most of the time.
Come on!
Shit.
Only cancel AOM after you leave the station. Oh, look, it worked. But still, you can still get unlucky and get a taxi with a passenger just like that. Then every single light is green,
Stay calm.
then you're screwed.
My car's
We're going to.
Then you wish you run
This is
class.
it. Thank you very much. Yo!
Wow, nice cab.
We going to Castle Gardens. There's an alley we want to hit up just off
Hmm.
South Parkway.
Most of the markers that Sorv is
I
using,
left some.
they don't really put you much closer. Well, they put you a little bit closer, but the other important part is to keep taxi close after mission starts. Like, if you just select Playboy icon, taxi will drive through the street lights. For some reason, it only stops
All right.
in one spot of that road.
Scaffolding in the building.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
stops
outside
like
the door.
right after the garage.
The notorious road where taxis never stop is near your first apartment in Hope Beach.
Oh, motherfucker. Next guy
It's really annoying when the cab is driving past the street light there.
This is one of the greatest strategies of the speedrun.
Shit, money. You best watch yourself. There'll be more than mafia cats turning up.
Thanks for the warning. I want to go.
Yeah.
Fun way to go.
When I started running Old Man, we just used to drive all around the construction site.
Yeah, but Kyle was doing it with a trainer even before taxi eats were discovered.
Yeah, that was his dream. He did like 8-hour streams where he tried to clip. in
Oh,
town.
really?
Yeah.
Do extra.
There was like a certain building, a little building on the construction side that he thought could be used to go out of bounds, but he never succeeded. Until you came along and found the void wall. Sorry, the wet wall.
We're going.
Hmm.
Here we are.
Great. Thanks. Yo!
Yeah, that last mission is actually just taxi kill four guys, and it's done.
Redwoods and debonaires? Big difference, ¿sabes?
Yeah, you can practice segments. You cannot really make a solid category for leaderboards anywhere past Bohan. Even in Bohan, there is a little difference. If you're fast enough, you can receive one extra Brucey text before have a heart. Because Brucey, yeah,
This
well,
is as
yeah,
far as
let's
I
not
can
go
go,
into
man.
details. If you're too slow, Brucey is gonna be asleep, basically.
Well, they're kind of like split into. You can split them into segments.
Yeah, into your own chapters for your own route.
Yeah, they're like missions that you can you definitely can't say like finish a certain chapter. Like have a heart for Bohan when Elizabeth, who's like your main attraction on the island, both kills many and gets arrested. So there's nothing left to do here. That's like the obvious ending of chapter. The next one would be 3-leaf clover, which knocks Alderney. Also makes sense.
Yeah, it would be very arbitrary set of rules. Like, yeah, follow world record. Otherwise, receive everything you could have received in actual round.
No, I mean, Lashenko is not talking about like actual segment around categories.
Well,
I
maybe.
think, yeah, I think it just wonders if you can split the run into segments.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
The only problem is you cannot save after paper trail glitch, but you can just do it
Here we are.
Oh, thank you.
casually.
Oh yeah, we forgot to say.
Maybe either teleport with the trainer or fix time day with the trainer afterwards. I don't know.
Ron is a big fan of trainers. Yeah, we forgot to say GR on the Photoshop percent.
We're going to.
Thanks.
GR. What does GR mean
That's
really?
very
Still don't
kind
know.
of you.
Good round?
Yes, good run.
Round?
Means Greece.
Run!
Ah, run. It's not really... Run is not finished yet. I thought it's good round, like round 1 is completed. Make sure.
Photoshop percent is complete.
Okay. Nobody knows why it breaks saves. I mean, some people maybe do. Speaking on behalf of casuals, we don't know why. The other setup with random characters also breaks autosaves and saves and with warps. Well, with warps is essentially a save.
So can you?
The smell, I just laid some gas in here.
Oh, I think we're experiencing some frame drops.
It's fine
Sorry
now.
about that.
Hiya. Welcome to the world. You're a man with
Yeah, this is the death warp I was talking about.
break some hearts and
When
bad.
when runners become too fast,
Have a great day.
they can go back in time here. And it will screw with out of the closet mostly. Well, and other stuff as well.
Pretty much everything else.
No, I think maybe many call. Melee call about many.
Yeah, Mel recall.
Right.
Could be
That's
Michelle recall.
No, I think I don't. Other calls are just. Actually, I don't know. I didn't test it, so I'm not gonna talk out of my ass.
It matches
So
up with
unfortunately-
at least one call.
Yeah. And if you out of the closet part 2 is not really required, but Roman will send you a text message each like 4 hours or something, reminding you to check your emails. Part 1 is required, but part 2 isn't. But just getting rid of that mission is better than receiving texts every time.
Here,
shit.
Sorvik, particular strategy. He has to bring a cab with a passenger to the marker in order for it to respawn with the driver.
For some reason, the whole area just doesn't work when you do a void warp.
Yeah,
Taxi.
Excuse me.
you just have to stick with this to this strategy, which can bring a lot of little problems your way.
Basically everything below that tunnel,
So
that Castle Drive tunnel. Okay, that was
Here we go.
masterful execution right there. Didn't get to want though,
Yeah, even though a
And-
cop was right in front of it.
and never stopped the taxi. That's very cool.
You have here many laws. It makes for
Yeah, this little mission has a lot of technology involved, like the cab strategy, and now another one. Which we'll see in a
Yeah, launching the guy up in the air.
That's the secret strategy. You're not supposed to showcase it.
What?
Oh,
Oh no!
what?
I don't know
guy
what
goes-
happened.
Yeah,
Right, yeah, I'm always paranoid when... because I remember that people told me, never touch a pedestrian here, never touch him. But I never understood why, and I still don't, even after this happened.
But I didn't touch him.
I mean, other pedestrians, not him.
Oh, that I didn't know.
The funniest thing that happened to me on this mission was when, like, I triggered that guy and he punched somebody else instead of me, and the cop nearby shot him in the head.
Yeah, but that still gives you one flavor.
Yeah, that gave me one flavor, exactly.
Even if you taxi like to the other island and use a sniper rifle, cops still know it was you who killed him. Anything other than putting him into the water loses your time.
Unfortunate. Right here.
Yeah,
At least we got to see
pretty
some
much
of the-
over. It's over.
Don't say that, John.
It's almost 4.
Oh, hell. Why don't you reply right here? You're near the internet cafe anyway. Or near Playboy. I
No, it's
don't know.
gonna work out.
So, place.
And
Here we
yeah,
are,
and the rest of
ladies.
it can surely be fixed if you tell driver to speed up. Yeah, it's still 15. Oh, yeah, when you start, you struggle to get your date, to reply to your date before 4 p.m. okay, 16 in human time
We're
measure.
going to.
Sorry about the
Human
smell, I
time.
just laid some gas in here.
Yeah. What matters here is when you click web for the first time.
Can I get you a smoke?
So even if when you use a computer on Ron is right or any other, if 12 hours have passed and it's guaranteed that there will be a Tom text in here, first time you click web, the date time will be determined. But in this run, all that matters is replying before 16.
We're going to.
So the date will be at 3 p.m.
I finish, I'm going home to blow some haze and beat up the coochie.
Not to mention that
Yo!
the time that you need to pass after you send a request is also randomized. It can be from 8 to 12 and then rounded to the next quarter of hour or something. TLDR, just
Where can I
after
take you?
12 hours, email will be guaranteed.
This is it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, that worked out, I guess.
Nico, you gun?
That's right.
Safe.
Thank you.
Don't stay away too long.
Oh, I'm not gonna get the lawyer call because
Hey,
the
buddy,
date is
where you
already
headed?
there.
Take me to.
Yeah,
We'll be there in no time.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this is a bit out of whack.
Stop!
Nothing to be ashamed about.
maybe you can get a lawyer call after the date if you get the taxi before 26 seconds. Clueless.
Maybe.
So this segment involves the organizer. There are two things that are scheduled in your organizer. One is
So can you.
date with Tom once you reply, and the other is interview once you receive a lawyer call.
Come on, run away, man.
What am I doing? Please get back. I'm thinking about ways to fix time.
Yeah, the runner's brain activity is way above normal right now. Need to think about so many things to try to fix this.
It's insane, cat.
And honestly, it's only like 2 blocks away from you. Driving there wouldn't be that bad.
So can you.
Especially since you steal the cab again.
Thanks a lot.
It's fine.
Don't get
So
overexcited.
when you
It's
have
just a
something in an
robbery.
organizer and none of aforementioned things are on the map, like the date is not on the map and the interview is not on the map, either of them is an organizer, you actually pass time every time you do a taxi fare. And
Come on,
it's
Brian.
solely the... Oh. Why did he spawn?
I was a little bit too close.
Yeah, random characters are not supposed to spawn when you pull out the phone. And vice versa, when they're on the map you cannot start jobs anymore. Or anything else, I guess. Yeah, he started the job here, so he can delay the Little Jacob activity until 3-leaf clover is done at least. Starting and cancelling a job delays activity calls for a little bit, but still not enough to do it through the whole run. Activity calls, they can come at any point of the run, except when the person is not available. Like each character has availability times when he's not asleep, except Roman. He's always awake, but Roman is kidnapped right now, so he's never gonna call here. And you didn't finish missions with Paki, so he is not gonna call either. Or Brucey. Brucey is never finished in
What?
any percent.
Roman got kidnapped?
Yeah.
How could Sorvi allow this to happen?
What can you do when your cousin is gambling so much?
Go sit on the steep.
Give him a slap.
Yeah,
Keep gambling, bros.
good as gold.
No, guys, stop gambling. Think about your kids.
So yeah, when you each time he taxis, he spends some time right now because he killed Tom, so Tom is not on the map. And the lawyer should be in an organizer right now. And this time is divided by exactly 2 if you tell the drivers to speed up. You can just hold spacebar while selecting destination for that. It indicated by the driver saying unique lines after the fare.
I'm gonna get a text.
Yeah, definitely. I never, in fact, I don't think I ever got a phone call here in my runs. I was just always too slow. That phone call requires you to pass almost 16 hours
Where can I take you?
since Have a Heart.
Now you're talking. Great, thanks.
That requires to take extra taxi fares. Which, if I do those taxi fares, I will be way too slow for the rest of the run. It's very complicated.
At least I got it in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky in ideas. Yeah, the distance, I think amount of time that you spend, it doesn't calculate based on green GPS routes. It's just the direct line from one dot to another, I think. Well, I'm judging by T-box seagulls yet again, because in T-box seagulls you need to do very certain route to not waste all your money on cabs. Well, money reflects how much time you would have passed, I think. Yeah, definitely, that's definitely.
This place really wasn't
Bog.
made with us criminals in mind.
I'm not even sure, like, do you spend more money when you go through the toll booth, for example, in a cab?
What, do you have like a special tax?
Well, cab driver pays $5. In theory, right? I don't know. I tried it a couple of times. Didn't understand anything. Whatever.
Stupid American.
just
Wait,
another.
I don't understand.
Well, say you're in Broker, you go to Bohan,
Yeah. That's all.
yeah, and you skip this cutscene. I mean, him driving through everything. But would it be more expensive than? Like, how do you test it? You try to take exact same distance, and in one case you taxi to the same island, and in the other case you taxi through this bull. I don't know.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I didn't think about monthly fee, to be fair. I really don't know how things work, especially in New York. I don't have a toll booth in my big city.
Guys, can somebody ship us a toll booth so we can see how it works?
Yeah, let's see how much it lasts. You put one here. It will last for long. Nice.
I don't have time to wait for this phone call. I'm just gonna start the mission.
God damn.
I think that car got launched because it's like rubber banding hard.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's a long call, so it will only come instead of Roman, maybe not. And you can wait for Roman before some of the raid missions, I think. It's all fixable, for sure.
I think I can wait. I could get Jacob too.
Okay, big dog, big
yeah.
nuts.
Fine. I got Jacob. That's a sign.
Well, getting Jacob too early means he might receive another Jacob call very late in the run, or might not, if he's lucky or fast enough.
Okay, hold on then, Daredevil.
Advanced runners, they even have a activity calls counter for advanced viewers. Because you either have a big ass nonlinear split for the rest of the run, or you just stick to the usual thing. But then consumers, they don't know how many activity calls you received. Each one takes at least 30 seconds best case scenario. It always comes instead of something that you wait for. But if it comes at 30 seconds, consider yourself lucky. If it's like 50 seconds, then it's very unfortunate for you. But what can you do, really? But I think you can avoid like 1 out of 3 calls, but at least 2 calls will be received, I think. Well, at this round probably more.
Nah, ain't no way.
Ain't no way. Yeah, you will still wait for something again. Like it, yeah, texts are only available during friends availability hours, but it's not that tight. Like if you receive one activity call in a run and there's some kind of text, there will probably be a couple of hours remaining for you to receive that text, so you'll just wait for it anyway.
What is this guy doing here?
Alright, there's a line you cannot cross until the helicopter lands. Otherwise you'll fail the mission.
Yeah.
Once they land, you're free to...
That grenade is one of the latest stratagems. Instead of shooting these 2 guys, you drop a grenade. Not the ones in the helicopter, but the ones that were asking who the hell is this guy. You can kill them without failing mission, at least.
I don't think you can kill them, I think they just get like distracted.
Didn't check.
I'm pretty sure they were on the ground when Solid was flying away.
Oh yeah, grenade does the job. You don't need to kill them. You mean turning around while on the ground, Sventor? You don't need to hold the handbrake or W+S to do that. You can just turn by default on the ground. I mean, before the heli takes off.
Shit.
Yeah. Rotor, you want to kill them as fast as possible and steal the heli.
Dust of Curse. That's the second victim of this marathon.
God damn. Yeah, at this point, the runner is sweating bullets because the following part of the run is really tight. So he wants to death warp after waste not knots somewhere around 0:40 or 45 as a maestro. The deadline is like 1 flat, but I think 1 AM would be already a bit too late because
Where to?
it will heavily depend on your taxi luck if you death warp at 1 AM, because then you pass 10 hours, it's 11, and interview is at 12, but you want to do hostile negotiation before the interview as a maestro. And there's a big gimmick that happens if you're past 12 while on a mission, the interview just gets cancelled. Usually you have 3 hours before and after the interview to attend it. So like from 9 to 15 and maybe even 15:05, but when you're on the mission and it's past 12, it counts as if you missed the interview. We don't want that to happen.
Yeah, a lot of gimmicks in this run.
And at the same time, you want to death warp as close to that deadline as possible for the upcoming segment.
Of course they are.
Oh.
Cosa Nostra and all that shit.
Yeah.
Our family used to be bigger
Because the
than all
next segment
mafia
will
families
involve
put
you
together.
death warping
Back in the day,
twice in
that
2
is.
missions.
Not this shit again.
And that's like 2 hours window as well. Because as I said earlier, if you die in PM hours
It's fucking
past midday,
true. I'd like
you
to
go
hear
back
tell
in time.
Gerald that it's a boring story. My brother wouldn't take too kindly to that now, would he? You know that purgatory is called what it is because
There are backups such as just dying twice in a row.
Hey Becky, I'll go get the money. Come
They're
My
a
favorite
bit-
second just die.
Yeah, it's a bit slower, but still. Not the end of the world. Just a bit of a time loss, like 15 seconds, maybe less. Just judging by live speed sometimes.
It's a bit dangerous when the guys jump out of the car before
Okay, kids,
Nico enters the building, drives into the building. They can get receive a lot of damage.
Yeah, they can get smashed by a singular shot guy lad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael specifically.
Saint fucking Michael. My mic is cutting off, or yeah,
That
I'm
don't
sorry
mean I
for
can
that.
drive one.
No,
It's
I
fine on
said
my
it.
end.
I'll give it a try.
I don't know.
No, it's like I mean maybe on stream it doesn't sound that good, but in the call it's perfectly fine. At least for me.
That was
Yeah, for me as
fucking
well.
Beautiful. We did ourselves proud.
No, then
My
should
brother
be
Jerry's
fine.
gonna be fucking ecstatic.
Because it's Sorvik's sound on stream.
Don't fucking worry about it. Now, just figure it was another one of the 5 families. Us McCreary's are under the fucking radar nowadays. It ain't a problem. I hope you're right. For my sake. Shut up and think about the...
So yeah, but doing Hostile negotiation before the interview is Maestro exclusive route. As a beginner or as a non-Maestro, you can just do the more casual route, more chill route.
Is that how it's called? The chill route?
I don't know how to call it. Sure,
like
it has some downsides if you think about it, a lot of them, but this is all you have as a beginner.
Leshenka, make sure to learn the chill route.
Yeah.
It's your
Not the
route, man.
beginner's guide is beginner's guide is designed for the race situation where you can do a one-off run, for example, or like, well, it can work for your first run if you just wanna chill without too many strats. You just wanna get through the run. Then beginner's guide is perfect. If you wanna go a bit more serious, you go and get someone's splits, or just get the splits that Sorviknight provided in splits section. They will be different from what you see here.
Nico, please help me!
But watching world records is still important if you wanna learn mission stuff.
And if you wanna learn this strat,
There's a car. Take me home, cousin.
didn't work.
Yeah, another Sorviknight's discovery.
I love parkour.
Well, it's still it's fast, but you can end up on the ground after the first roll in theory. You don't really wanna attack any of them because sometimes there's a bullshit called pop spawn. Sometimes they even drive inside this warehouse area. Alright, wasn't worried for a second here. Goddamn. Goddamn.
Wait,
Just
I don't need to buy a suit.
yeah. Maestros go as far as not buying a suit at all. Like Maestros after the death warp in Bohan, they're like at 10 AM around that. So they need to reply to Tom immediately to start passing time with taxis earlier. And since they reply to Tom, they don't have a lot of time to start call and collect, for example. So suit is getting bought right before the interview in Maestro route.
Yeah, like considering the learning the route, the best thing you can do for yourself is just learn the calls and the tags, just to understand how it works, and then you can just play around with them.
Yo,
Welcome.
he said the thing.
Okay, blessed. Alright. Did you lock FPS to skip that?
Nah.
Just that good. So if you have enough spamming skill, you don't have to waste any time listening to that line. Usually runners, they used to have a like code of honor. And one of the parts of this code of honor is listening to the starting dialogue here. But Sorry just skip the cutscene fast enough, so the dialogue still started. Well, I assume it's related to spamming skill.
There's a new strat here too. Just watch.
Yeah. I can already spoil it if you don't mind. You steal a cop car and remove the taxi door.
Yeah.
Because
It's actually pretty important.
Oh yeah?
Because I'm gonna... Yeah, I need to be
Ah.
fast after the mission. Ah, shit. It's fine.
I'm not sure I even knew that this cop car is there.
I didn't know either until I did some classic runs.
It's very discreet, like they're hiding it. Is it Francis cop car?
Maybe.
How would you know?
So can you
Let me just call Leslie.
It's a wrap.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, not having a door can save a lot of time if you use the same taxi over and over, which is gonna be the case here. It's not
Yeah,
like 1
That's
second.
great.
it is paper trail. Pashenka. I'm gonna do something else first.
Hey, Cab!
Yeah, right now he's gonna schedule a date after killing Clarence. And this is gonna be used very late in the run. The date thing.
Нет проблем.
This is another great example of a big skip, which turns a long shootout mission into just basically one shot.
Yeah. If you do it any closer, you get a one play lately. So that's why he taxied away like 2 blocks. And thankfully a sniper rifle has a giga range, and this guy is just standing there.
You got it.
He's gonna want Soboho to respond to him. But it takes
Customers
like
always right.
24 hours of gameplay. Alright. Perfect timing. Well, I'll explain it a bit later. Right now it's paper trail time.
Hey, Jacob.
The big glitch.
I forgot to turn video. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if I should talk during it because it's very. So he has, after he leaves the heli, he has around 40 something seconds, 41 or 43, I don't remember. I never split here because I don't find time to look at the timer. Well, yeah, this is pretty bad that there was
This is over.
some.
Let's try again.
Yeah, maybe kill Jacob immediately. But this time he's gonna have a cop car. And, well, he still has to run from here. Yeah.
Just run.
There are only a few seconds you can waste during this setup. So you call 911, get immediate cop car, but you have to change vehicle density to 1 here for that. Oh, it despawned. Nice. Well, he's gonna do
Hey,
things
Jacob.
that I
I'm gonna do the
described
same thing again.
as a showcase. Then you need to not get fucked by curbs or other cop cars, especially when you park your cop car where the mission gets restarted. You cannot use it for the glitch because in that case you won't be able to enter it. You need the second cop car. One you will use to drive back and to hold the vigilante target in the computer. And the other one is to restart the mission. Yeah, this mission has a funny little goofiness. Okay, did it push away? Okay.
This place is not much of a fucking holiday.
If you fail a mission inside the police computer, you can actually pull out your phone and select the destination and restart the mission at the same time. After that, he holds enter here. Because if he just presses enter, nothing will happen. He has to hold it
Hey, Jacob.
and then enter the police car that he parked. Well, it all already happened.
Yo, nigga, some serious firepower.
And only then, after he's in the police car, he can release the enter.
Get this over with. I don't like being in this man's
And for some crime targets, you actually want to drive a little with that menu before you release enter. Because timer might be screwed. Well, basically, you start both vigilante missions and this mission. And after you fail vigilante, after he had to enter the radius of the helicopter and fail the mission while in that radius, and then fly away. That makes, like, vigilante fails inside that helicopter's radius, and that makes like mission cars clean up to start or something. Basically, the heli that we chase just it gets removed and mission passes immediately, which is very convenient because this is probably the longest chase otherwise. Well, I hope that wasn't too complicated explanation.
All right, we're heading to the southern.
Yeah, this cleanup is used even more in OHQ for some missions. There are multiple setups for. You can have a girlfriend while on mission. You can have a vigilante mission while on mission, or you can have a random character and a mission running at the same time. And killing a random character, failing vigilante, or killing your girlfriend, I think all of them would work here. Well, I'm not sure about girlfriend because it has additional cutscenes, so probably not.
I ain't having this argument with you, Patrick. Safe to say,
Yeah.
what we're using.
And the reason why he appeared in the void, technical reason is unknown, but you have to hold your stick forward, left stick forward. You have to pitch forward
Wait until you're inside to get belly
in the during the cutscene. And for some reason, the heli appears on the ground, which is very convenient because you can start flying forward immediately. Otherwise, you would have to ascend first, and this trick would take like extra few seconds. And clipping through the ground in that heli is also tricky thing. Like, you can clip out in the wrong spot. You can clip out too early and get hit by train tracks, or by wooden poles, or you can clip out too late. If you fly too far, like near the police station, you will appear in the garage from the bout of Gate Tony. So it's almost like the whole fucking thing was designed to screw speedrunner. There are so many things that can go wrong in that section. I mean, the more you practice, the more you know.
The more you know, TM.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good question by Lesenko. If you enable shadows, it actually takes more time to despawn this heli, I think. Well, TLDR just screws with this paper trail glitch if you enable shadows. I think you have to spend longer inside the circle or something. Or to fail the vigilance or something. Oh shit, yeah, that's a good question, bro. Other than that, other settings shouldn't impact this glitch, as far as I know. But shadows on screw with timing here a lot. Other than that, settings that you can worry about are vehicle density and view distance. Well, first VD is kinda self-explanatory. Low vehicle density to drive and high to get a taxi. View distance makes pedestrians and cars, excluding cop cars, spawn further away from you. So, for some parts of this run where you want to avoid a random cop spawn on foot, especially on foot, you want to change view distance to 100 in some places to avoid the cops patrolling the area on foot. Other settings are purely visual, I think, at least. Well,
strategy, run strategy alert. Strategy alert.
Who cares? Only thing that matters is paper trail.
Okay, thanks for your input.
Yeah. He was able to abandon his friends in the tunnel. Only after a certain point, after he killed every single red dot, I think. I'm not sure if the rest of the enemies are marked red on the map. But yeah,
Whoa.
you have to kill. You gotta kill exactly the ones that he did.
Shit!
Like he has
Then
a
you
very
can
strong
just.
head.
Got more cops on us, people!
Okay. Thankfully they don't get killed by this.
Thanks, Nico.
At some point, you can abandon them. Just sprint towards the exit, get a cab, lose the one level, get a cab, and taxi it back to the tunnel.
Taxi!
Yeah, when you taxi it, usually you get clipped to the ground. But on the lower areas of the
So
map,
where to?
like beaches or
Take me to...
any kind of subway, or
Here we
like
go. Thanks.
the end of Do You Have Protection near Faustin Mansion, you can void warp to these areas without clipping to the ground. Well, here you kinda clip, but then you fall to the train tracks because they are low enough.
Ugh.
Together.
Oh,
So yeah, once
Okay, yet
you
problem.
teleport
Thank
back
you.
to the tunnel, you can grab your friends straight to the mission end. No, beach. Sorry, my pronunciation is shit, but
Shit, man. He's up on the top
have to level with me a little bit. Sorry, gross.
on the beach, in a town where I'm going to live.
I think Sorviknight uses some 15 by 9 resolution, or at least
Sorry.
he used to use it.
What are you doing?
Yeah, these games are playing on very low resolutions. Ron is playing on 800 to 600. So he's playing in 1024 to 768, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong with that then. Yeah, but no matter what resolution you pick, you can also change the aspect ratio as a different option. So even if you choose 4:3 resolution, you can play the game like it's 16:9. And I don't know how it works, but yeah, it's not gonna be squished when you.
It's the amount of pixels, it's scaling.
Why? Yeah, I guess it's like widescreen mode in older GTAs, except your HUD is not getting fucked. That's very convenient. And I'm not sure, like, maybe on higher resolutions, aiming glitch doesn't hit as hard. But for me, like, I prefer more performance.
Yeah, the reason why gamers are playing on low resolution is to get more FPS, so they can slow down
Where you wanna
time.
go? Take me.
And
Well, I'm not sure if that's the reason for Survey. Maybe it's just more comfortable. I don't think if you have a good enough GPU, it matters that much. This game is mostly CPU heavy. Well, probably both in some spots, but
Slow
yeah,
down
you
time? What is this, Prince of Persia?
definitely.
yeah, don't forget. This bro right here, he used to run Prince of Persia very within all chests. And now he's here.
But just
First pickups in China.
I hope I didn't butcher the category name. Okay, did you receive
chests.
Mallory yet?
No.
So it might come instead of Dimitri or not.
Those I have to wait again.
You could say that.
Yeah,
Bring up
because
that Twinkie chick of his.
after
Fight
Dimitri
tomorrow?
calls, you have to spend 24 hours
Ray got
in game
her to
time
get her friends
to unlock
steal the
Weekend on
axe off the
Florians.
club owner guy.
And
Her
it's so
friends have a
it
long
just so
fight.
happens that
I think I would. Jonah,
like you
this
dead
is
warp
it.
twice, it's
Grab a
20
friend.
hours. And then this remaining 4 hours, you can only get them by doing exactly this amount of Ray missions. Meltdown, Museum Piece, and No Way on the Subway. If you do Meltdown and then receive Dimitri call, it's not gonna be 24 hours, even after double death warp. Very precise point of the run. Or casual route. It's not as important because instead you only die on lure and then plane spray 3 times during auto scrollers and Smackdown.
between us and the robbery. The
Whatever.
bikers is taking the heat.
Actually, you don't paint
This
spray
ain't the
after
easiest way to
SmackDown
pick
with new
this shit
strats, so
up.
I don't know what you
Even
do
if we
then.
don't want to attract any attention.
Yeah, me and Tuna was
Yeah.
saying that before
I
you
guess
got
for
here. We were
casual
saying that
route,
there's
you
a
would
lot
have
of
to steal the
opportunities
bench
for this to go
regardless
wrong.
for
The
SmackDown.
bag
I don't know.
split, the diamonds could go missing real easy.
That's why we're
They
Interesting.
really chew around.
extra careful,
Oh
right?
my god,
We
man.
want that to
I
happen.
missed it by 1
Of course
centimeter.
not. You know how pissed Ray would get if he found out
Yeah,
some
more like
diamonds were
millimeter.
missing? This is the other one, Tuna.
Ray missions.
Why
Oh
did-
well, that's kind of bullshit. You actually touched it with your back. I don't know. It looked like you touched it. Ray missions are full of real rust checks. If you're too rusty, they will bite you in the ass. I'm not saying that Sorvi is rusty. He managed to drive through that corner pretty well. This was just some bullshit. Maybe the back tires got too lifted or something. It should have triggered, I think. But who am I to judge? Maybe the back of the truck is not considered as a part of the vehicle.
You're just gonna have to do your best.
I'm a clown.
We're not losing this ice.
Bro, no. If you're a clown, who are the rest of these guys?
I didn't say it was
Unbelievable.
impossible. It's just going to be
He was doing the whole thing on 100 VD just to flex.
Yeah.
Like, you wanna take very precise lines here, and you don't wanna get any kind of traffic, because if you slow down too much on turns, you will go back to the first gear very quickly in a Trashmaster. Keeping the speed on these turns is very tricky. Nothing too hard for Maestro.
Okay. Mallory check.
Sorry, check.
Okay, where to?
take me to
Okay.
That Mallory call back from Bohan. She calls you 16 hours after you kill Manny. It's still in the schedule, so that's why. But it's also like 50 seconds long call, so it didn't bother you too much during UL paper or other calls that are like 37 seconds. But now Dimitri call is as long as Mallory, so only God knows what will come next.
Becky.
Uh-huh. Alright, you didn't kill many in fact. Yeah, that was kinda long activity call. I don't have a split timer to judge, but it looked like low.
Yeah, it was like 35 seconds.
Oh, it's fine then.
Just lay low for a bit. The feds are all over us.
Yeah, you want to receive a Paki activity call at some point before Undertaker. If you get activity call of Paki while waiting for Undertaker start, the Undertaker call itself will get delayed by like 2 minutes. You can try to start Little Jacob job and cancel it to if that happens. Maybe it fixes things. I honestly can't remember this still. Feel like I'm really stupid in that regard. Yeah, we got pretty lucky here. We gamers got very lucky. Still need to get rid of that Mallory call before wedding call starts.
Maybe I'll get it after meltdown.
There's a pretty good slot after you death warp on No Way on a Subway, but at the same time might be too slow for the lure death warp then. So I don't know. It's up for the runner to decide.
I think it's time for us to avoid warp on this mission. Another very fun strategy to look at.
True.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to chase them a bit still, otherwise I will lose them. Once I get to the end of this road, diagonal road, I can get a cab.
Yeah. This stratagem is inspired by Spook and polished by Kyle Dossett.
And executed by Solvi.
Right now, yeah.
This is as far as we
So-
go.
So happens that middle park toilet is actually low enough for you to just taxi hit to it without clipping through the ground. And then the same taxi can be used to get to the end of mission, so that makes it faster than usual classic strats.
I'm going to fly you, Luca. We're all happy
He,
now.
Yeah.
he pre-aims into the car and shoots without even aiming, I think. Just click the left mouse button after cutscene.
And that's payday for Ray done.
So we need.
On our way.
Good
Don't play
one.
with the windows.
Yes.
Bro has GTA 3 brain rot.
Don't shame do it.
Well, I'm not a 3D games expert.
I'm robbing you. I don't want to kill you.
I played Definite Edition
Where can I take
of
you?
San Andreas for like an hour, and as soon as I spawned the Hydra and tried flying it, I realized that you shouldn't play this.
Yeah, baby.
Did you use a cheat code?
Sure.
Or
You
did
think I would have played
So
through
can
the
you
game?
take me to Col-
Okay, when is the melody
No,
called in?
no, I thought you do the true 100% plus thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with the best version of the game, obviously.
What
Like
do they
maybe DE is shiny. Maybe DE has a weapon wheel, but they screwed the controls too bad. Flying control. I think both in GTA 3 and SA and maybe Vice City. Like,
Okay, here's the classic GTA 4 speedrun strategy.
through.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
That's really bad.
Yeah, this mission can get too intense.
Alright. Yeah, you really wanna kill that SMG guy. If they shoot you in the back, even a pistol guy can deal a lot of damage. And SMG is basically dead on arrival. Alright. Well, you will have to respray a lot, I guess. After this,
Here we
while
go.
waiting
Oh,
for Mallory,
thank you.
maybe. That's a good copy, I think. Right? Right?
Yeah.
Maybe if you can death warp after subway, you can do it twice after lure as well. Everything can be fixed, guys. Just keep smiling, keep believing. Yeah, there are no replays in definitive. There are some other ways to set up major glitches, but way less good tricks. I mean, you cannot convince me that definitive edition is better to play than the older ones.
I don't think anyone is trying to.
Yeah, true. I'm just fighting imaginary opponent. What is that? A strawman thing or whatever?
Here we are. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
You're getting carjacked.
Thought that you were going to.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, since he died and it was PM hours, he went back all the way to like 7 AM, even after he restarted the mission. And Pain Spray advances time by 3 hours. It's a good backup in that regard. Of course, it's still slow, but yeah.
As good as new.
Thankfully, we have one phone call missing right now. Hopefully, it will not get cancelled by Pain Spray.
think it did.
Man.
Where you wanna go?
Might as well drive to race start. To not delay it.
This is
somehow.
as far as I can go.
Nah,
man.
there are a lot of random characters here.
It's still too early. So I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Can you death warp after lure at least? Well, probably.
So can you take?
Not sure. It's still gonna be early.
Booty cutters? I'd do something special with
I'm gonna have to die, then paint spray again.
God damn it. This is the worst time of day. And yeah, you cannot vid warp already. After you do no paper trail glitch, you cannot save or vid warp. Game will crash. Otherwise, you can just sleep. Sleeping doesn't put you back in time. If you sleep from one day to the other day, it doesn't happen. But if you respray after 21, or if you die after 12, you always go back in time a lot. Makes this speedrun a lot more hard. If
A lot
something
more.
bad happens.
He was not such a good rider.
At this point, thankfully, there is only one thing he has to worry about, phone calls wise, which is Weekend of Florence stuff. So you can kind of keep track of it. Still wanna death warp twice at some point. And
Everyone is asleep on the Friday raid.
yeah.
Make sure to recommend this stream to your friends.
Of course, if Kyle was here, everyone would be watching just to listen to his voice. We can't always have nice things. There are much more viewers in the evening European time,
Stay away from me.
especially when there's some kind of races happening.
Tomorrow there'll be one big race. Not exactly in the evening, I guess, but still.
What are these taxis? There should always be at least one here. What the hell? Okay, that's actually a good compensation receiving the last activity call.
Yeah, I think I can die after Lou.
Nice. If
Then
he
I'll
didn't die,
call Ray and see if I can do the mission. Otherwise,
yeah,
I have
maybe
to
it
paint
will
spray.
be. Might be still too early because yeah. If bad thing didn't happen on Museum Piece, he would be able to die on the train tracks after killing
Way to go.
G,
Thanks a lot.
which is kinda convenient because otherwise you just drive to the mainland for some time. So dying here is actually pretty good. And dying after lure is actually the fastest way to pass the mission.
The fascists won't let me drive there, but I can let you
So,
off
and
nearby
both of
if
these
that's
death
okay.
warps are important for unlocking Weekend on Florence. Passing 20 hours.
Yo, I don't take that shit, you fucking bitch.
I don't know if you wanna start with Tilat.
Actually, I'm not gonna paint spray. That's gonna screw me even more.
Yeah, later. This is not the last part where the time of day is important. Later there is gonna be Undertaker. Well, for Undertaker, I don't think you're gonna miss it, but okay, it was exactly the next day. Nice.
Yeah, one more time.
But you want to do Undertaker early as well with the newest stratagems development.
Can I do SmackDown before? I think I'll do that.
But what about babysitting SmackDown connection?
Hey, buddy.
Screw that.
What's I can kinda
Thanks.
cannot remember the
Otherwise,
route.
I will have to wait like a minute outside,
Yeah.
to be able to start the mission.
Yeah, that you're very smart. I wouldn't think about doing SmackDown. SmackDown doesn't unlock anything, so no, it unlocks rate text actually, but
Yeah.
that doesn't matter.
Wait, don't play with the windows. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, starting with Silad is easy. Like Broton has a lot of Armando warps and a lot of gimmicks and whatnot, a lot of soft locks, and in general it's boring. Silad is just more straightforward. Silad doesn't have very sophisticated phone call system. And most of the calls in episodes have a very fixed cycle to them, except like 1 or 2 texts. Yeah, in Silad there are no time requirements, at least. There's nothing except receiving texts and calls in time. And even if there's only one thing, there's a money management in Silad. You need to have at least 6,000 to buy a sniper rifle after buyer's market. But even if you don't, you can call Terry for gunvan and buy combat sniper instead. Because Terry sells it for 5,000. Yeah, why are we talking about Silad? I guess it's because it's older. But yeah, this SmackDown driving while looking backward stratagem is a bit of a new thing. It's not really new, it's fairly recent, I guess. Saves a few seconds. But you still have to look at your target to not fail the mission. So yeah, in casual route you would like still need to steal a Banshee, scripted Banshee spawn, to be able to respray after this mission.
You'll never be the man your mother was.
Okay, it works out pretty well. Look so far.
Oh my god. Okay.
Take me to. Here we go. Tip, please.
What are we doing next? Damn December. Any category ideas?
Come on, NB, you think I
Don't
keep
say
you
all
secure
races.
by walking? Go get us a car.
Well, if it's not all races, then yeah,
All races.
This is it.
must be Hondo.
He said it.
I have found 14
Sorry.
crates.
Okay, does it clip right now? I don't know why it keeps my microphone shows green all the time. What is? No,
Seems
it's fine. Okay.
Get in the car, Talbot.
Unfortunately, episodes are suffering from
Talbot, if you screw me around, you are a dead man.
no
Okay,
from the problem, which is game crashes. If you play for too long without restarting the game, allegedly, game
That's the problem, right?
Easy there,
Works
Okay.
fine on my machine.
Remember when Mashun was crashing on Portrait of the Killer all the time? It was
Yeah.
the same thing.
You trying to kill us?
Same thing, he was arriving with the taxi. Kamix crashed in Broton Handle more than
What are you doing?
3 times.
This is a one-way street.
I
It's
think.
the
Or
shit edition. It's the shit edition. Play in patch 2.
I think patch 2 has the same crashes. But even if it doesn't, Vidworths in
Are you
patch 2 are
crazy?
just
This street's one way.
shit.
You gotta turn left here.
Unless
Just-
you use your multiplayer strategy.
I guess I
Just
turn
make
right here.
Vidworths not pass time,
This
loudest
is
time
it.
while
This
this
is
shit is frozen. But I don't think it's possible.
Nico, be calm.
So,
Babysitting
Wait
Void
on.
Lord?
You are right to hate yourself.
Inside that tunnel that you'd use for UG.
Yeah, sure.
This is as far as I can go, okay?
Still need to wait for the stacks anyway.
Alright. Yeah. That was not that important since you're waiting. And void warping any closer than that might result in you blowing up, because there are a lot
is
of
at this
red
location.
barrels here.
Yeah, and that would be very bad.
Good content.
Escorting a Korean contact. of
Bad for
mine.
me, because I have a
Into the country
deadline
that boasts
to
all
finish
the
this
fake
run.
$100 bills.
As long
Ah,
as the ones
okay.
he's paying
Not
us
not
with
all
don't leave
people
us
are
abandoned.
I owe you an
content
apology,
machines.
Nico.
Maybe you need
I
to
was
be
a ghost when you told
certain.
me you killed Bucky and
Maybe
his
you need to
boys.
have
Yeah,
certain
you
luck
were out of it.
I haven't
to
felt
produce
safe
content
since
all
Aiden
the time,
O'Malley
or
went inside.
you just have to be a natural in
Me,
it.
Bucky, and Aiden,
Like
we all
flipping the
cared
pop
about the
car.
same stuff.
Like
We came
when you
together
say,
for a cause we
okay,
believed
it
in.
went
At
fine, and
least,
then
I thought I
half a
believed in
second
it. I
after
was
you
young.
flip a
This
cop
was a
car.
while ago then.
Yeah.
Was it a
Aiden got
coincidence?
caught with something when he was somewhere he wasn't
Nobody
meant
knows.
to be. Needless to say,
Whom did it
he'll
happen?
be inside
You
for a
need to
time.
really
Yeah,
be
and
unlucky
Bucky think
for
I
that to
talked.
happen.
Couldn't see no other way how he got.
Well, it depends on what you call lucky or unlucky. Is producing good content lucky or unlucky? Or is
If the run is already
Another immigrant
fucking garbage, then
arriving in this city, trying to make
I
something of
guess
himself.
it's all
it's not.
all for the
When this is
entertainment.
done,
When
I want
we
him to
were
please
racing
help my
stand
brothers no
jumps,
more. This deal should mean
I
can
didn't
take
feel
care of
like
myself.
I was a content machine, but I guess people just like when you get killed in GTA 4 by cop cars. So it's still fun to watch, I guess.
I don't give a shit if this thing sinks.
Basically, what was happening is me driving back and dying 8 times before doing any kind of stunt jump.
You did die in quite spectacular ways. Same as Spook.
Yeah, I once died on top of the armor pickup.
Unlucky.
Not right on top of it, but it was 1 meter away. If Nico was... Nah, I got run over, so it wouldn't matter anyway. But Nico got down off the bike to the right side, not to the left side. Whatever.
Shit, they're sending the fucking airborne cavalry after us as well. Good thing we got a rocket launcher with us.
We've got the what?
What is the
Please.
purpose of...
Chopper with it. I'll drive the boat.
Yeah. What is the purpose of SmackDown stratagem?
Good shoot, kid.
What strategy?
Charge her again.
Oh, not stratagem, but placement in the route. I guess nothing, except that it connects to babysit. I just want to open the splits right
How'd they
now.
know we were here?
I don't know. I told my dealer I was good for the money. I owed him.
Yes, because you there's like a
Say
2-minute
anything
cycle
quick.
for your paper call.
Could be a coincidence
You have
anyway.
to pass that
You
by doing
sound like my
something.
mother.
Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter that you did it earlier,
Yeah.
because you did babysitting anyway. Should be
And if I
back
had
on
paint
turn.
sprayed, I would have gotten burning skull instead.
Yeah. This Bernie call is the only phone call in the game that is affected by time of day, except activity calls. For some reason, all the Bernie things in this run, they're made quite different from other things. For some reason, he only calls you during the daytime, like from 4 a.m. to 1 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something.
Here we are. Thanks a lot.
He doesn't call you during the night, even though it's just a call that starts a mission. Then the first mission time requirement is like also the daytime. Then to unlock the last Bernie mission, you need to get to the daytime just once, and then you can receive it during any time of day. But you need to get to like some daytime window once. And then this mission has the last Boys Ahoy mission. It has such a weird time window, like something like 6:45, no, 5:45 to 18:45. Why is it such a precise time window? No one fucking knows. I heard that
Here we are.
Bernie
Thanks a lot.
should have been like your friend or something, and that's why. That would explain all of this.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Do I need rockets for something? I spent like 3 rockets.
Let's check out.
You need 10 forts.
Oh
for sure.
yeah, yeah.
I want to go.
Only one rocket if you do all strats.
Yeah, only
go.
was one.
Great. Thanks.
Yeah, before Undertaker, it doesn't really matter how many rockets you waste.
You chose the wrong fucking guy.
At least nothing can go wrong with this mission. Clueless.
True. Other than a soft block at the end. Or you driving too far away and not noticing. Or you
can
falling asleep.
entertain the crowd by killing night chickens.
Ain't
No.
no way. Ain't no way I'm doing that. I'm gonna kill one
Sorry.
chicken during Tunnel of Death. If I remember.
Let's go. Quite unfortunate that from being the most boring mission in the run in any percent, it turns into the most stressful one in 100%.
Depends how much you want to stress yourself. You can skip some of these chickens and kill them on the other things.
Well, this
Like
is the
that-
most optimal way to kill the chickens.
Yeah, of course. Like the one that you snipe from Banshee spawn. It will take like 10 seconds to get to that sniping spot and back.
Yeah.
Or even more.
Definitely not a fast chicken.
But the one that you can kill from Catch the Wave track, you can just kill it on Catch the Wave if you're lucky, without slowing down. Or slow down a little and kill it anyway. Some chickens worth more than the others. Stun jumps are very valuable to do during the auto scroller.
Yeah, yet you only do one, right?
No, it's
no.
2.
What's the second one?
The small on the parking lot at the end.
Oh, did you do it on this now?
Yeah. It's also tricky, you need to be ahead of the guy to not lose him. The guy needs to be on the... not on the last road. He needs to drive before the last turn.
There's also one at the end of the mission.
Ah, yeah.
Well, that's not on the rails anymore.
Yeah, but we go the different way. The one near Playboy.
Ah.
Makes more sense. There's a chicken here as well. Just to not steal additional car on Playboy. It's kinda a waste of time.
Chicken here, chicken there, chickens everywhere.
Looks kinda goofy that you can respray and pass 3 hours and that car is still driving in the same spot. I think they forgot to disable paint sprays or fail emission. Because in Tila, if you paint spray during, for example, that shit's cursed race, you just fail emission. And I think same with a lot of Tila admissions.
Yeah, if you spray during a race, for example, you fail. In T-Lab. Also in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, probably in IV too.
Here it's optimal to have only 2 of them survive the explosion. You can do that by calling Jerry a little bit later.
Yeah, you wait like 1.5 seconds before detonating. Yeah, also getting away is faster here. If you go to the other stand jump, there are always shit ton of cops.
Where you want to go?
I want to go.
Away. Don't play with the windows.
Great, thanks.
Well, I guess they wanted to make the whole Irish family the bomb provider in this game.
Even Kate.
One day the...
Even Kate.
Yeah, Kate is...
McCreary is my favorite bomb dealers.
McCreary's are the 8-ball of IV.
True.
One day there will be a strat involving one of the abilities at least.
Yeah. In what, 20 years of GTA 4?
It's a bit lame. Even Little Jacob was a car with weapons. He doesn't provide you with rockets, for example. That would be the only thing worth buying from him, because rockets cost a shit ton of money.
Well, that makes sense. His boot is too small for rockets.
Surely you can fit it somewhere. Do you think when they were designing this, they were just, oh, let's put every single weapon here. Oh, too bad, rockets don't fit.
I think so, yeah. I think that's definitely...
That would be really silly, man.
Well, what else can they do? How would they fit a rocket launcher to the back of Jacob's car?
You have to put it on the back seat.
Maybe put rockets on the side, like
Like a...
disassemble the rocket launcher, I don't know.
It would be like a military vehicle with rocket launchers on sides.
Yeah, you need to buy a suit twice in this run. First time for the interview, and the second time after you switch outfits twice. So suit requirements are the interview, 3-leaf clover, Undertaker, yeah, Pegarin Sprite, and the wedding itself. So five spots at least, I think.
You don't have to buy it the second time, you can just take the one from your safe house.
True.
Oh my god. 2023 strategies.
Take me to
I'll take the long
But
way.
unfortunately, Sorvik cannot even vidwarp because his game is broken.
Because of Windows update.
So yeah, and there are 2 missions that change your outfit The previous one, Albanian outfit and the Trash Master outfit. Well, if you're a rookie, you can accidentally change your outfit during flatline.
Well, it's not really that accidentally. You do it potentially.
It's really a shame that even in OHQ you cannot really do this stratagem, because even after you plug Anthony out of this life, you get spotted, and really, what does it change when you use a suit here? On the way back, you will still have to shoot.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense.
Okay, see. Make sure to place this marker before. What's the last Derek mission? Done all that.
Nothing.
We have a taxi closer. Okay.
Is this your favorite GTA 4 mission games?
Yes.
It's pretty cool, especially the fact that you can approach this building from different sides. You can go outside and use either a helicopter or a platform window cleaning platform, and then you can start killing them from top to the bottom instead.
Yeah, and you can exit in different ways as well. But
Yeah.
the what Solv is going to do is pretty special. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
This is the best.
You're not invincible in the fire animation. The thing that matters here is he falls enough to enter the getting up animation, and that's what matters. That's when you're invincible. So
Yeah.
if you use it on the less tall building, it might not work. There are quite some special tricks to descend from the building. One on Blood Brothers as well, but I don't think he's gonna do it. It's not worth it.
No, if I die,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. No.
Like, yeah, this getting set on fire trick. It's a case of everything just lining up perfectly. Like the amount, the height of the building is just enough for this strategy to work.
But it's still pretty scary strategy.
Yeah, it's not 100% consistent at all.
You probably want a bit higher FPS, around 100 or maybe more. Not sure, but low FPS probably will screw things up immediately. And then you wanna get lucky with the animation that you will be in. Like, if Nico lands straight on his feet, the animation will be pretty much instant, and there will be a high chance to die. But if he lands sideways, the animation is much longer. That's what you wanna get. There are some placebos to like hold the movement keys while throwing a molotov.
Oh yeah.
Right after it.
And people like religiously believe that their strategy is 100% consistent until they die horribly 10 times in a row.
They might be doing it wrong, bro. Actually, you need to
Exactly.
hold both W and A, not just A, and hold them longer. Or yeah, be careful to not fly through the windshield here. For some reason, you can die immediately, even on full HP. Maybe because it's a tunnel and there's some scuffed physics meme here, but I died here in Pandora on full health without getting squished. Just died.
Get rid of this attention, Nico. We don't want anyone after us while we're
Okay,
doing
here's
what we
the
gotta
stockade,
do.
the legendary vehicle, the chicken van with the police computer.
Yeah. The black van that you get on 4 stars doesn't have police computer.
It's a shiny chicken van.
Wag.
Daytime chicken hunter
Daytime
versus
chicken under
We've got to
disguise.
ditch this truck. They don't
versus
exactly
Boomer
plan
nighttime
this.
black van. Okay, got very lucky with both car spawns and no guard spawn as well. So that allows him to not slow down anywhere and lose the wanted level on the go. If you spend long enough in this chase, you start getting helicopters, and in general it's close to impossible to lose the wanted level in Alderney in this van. It's very slow.
Cliffs of Leftwood, then. Is there
There are a lot
coming or
of
something?
roads
Where am I
that only
going? You're
go
going to a
like
faraway place, my friend.
one way. There's nothing but
Somewhere
one
the cops
road
will never find me.
near
Nobody's gonna
Noel,
find you where you're going, friend.
most wanted
Shit,
target, for
I don't
example.
even know who sent you guys.
Yeah,
And of
you-
course, all the cops in the universe will
We're
spawn
doing this
on
on
that road.
behalf of an old acquaintance of yours. I
cannot
knew
win
I
spray
wasn't
either.
forgotten about. I knew
Yeah.
that no matter how long I rotted
And you
in
don't
there,
have
people on the
Francis
outside world
ability
still
yet,
remember me. People remember you all right.
even if you
You're at
want
the
to
front
kill
of certain people's
Derek.
minds. Well, who is it? Not Julia.
I don't think this is okay, this special, but the beef, the truck that we used at the start, is special.
You'll find out who it was when we
Let
get
me
there.
check what are
In
the
the meantime,
special,
shut the hell up, buddy.
what is so special about that truck actually.
Hash real beef.
We have a special vehicles enjoyer.
Ouch, come
He
on,
really
boy.
likes. No. Okay, GTA 4 special vehicle guide, unique police stockade, and EC Bright red beef. What is EC Bright? Let's see.
Exclusive color. PC is
Yeah.
exclusive color.
Okay, we have more than one unique vehicles enjoyer who knows
Yeah.
abbreviations.
You've just gotten rooked.
Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Speaking
Some unique vehicles have just special colors. Other ones can have a special luster as well. Like, they can reflect
So,
lighting in a different way.
Krassenberg and them booty cutters? I do
Some
something
some can
special
have
with
a double speedometer, like the bike on Albanian mission
that.
can have like duplicated dashboard or something. You have to restart the mission quite a lot to get the right vehicle sometimes. Unfortunately, when you disable music, there is no mission path jingle. That's why I don't disable music clues. And instead, like, you can enable music and just disable radio every time you enter the car. Because in this game there's a special hotkey that disables radio.
We're going to Bismarck Avenue.
I know a fun way to go.
But I can imagine that some people would find it
The fascists won't let me
big
drive
waste
there,
of
but I
effort.
can let you off nearby if that's okay.
Friend. Hey, taxi!
So yeah, if you manage to get into the taxi, Derek call comes after you taxi there, and you avoid receiving Francis' call, but I guess it's not a big deal because you were still walking while answering it. This Francis call, you need to actually listen to what he says at the start, otherwise you cannot avoid it.
You have
Cannot
to make
hang
sure
up.
to not accidentally kill Derek here. Otherwise, you have to do a much longer mission after.
Yeah. Are there additional phone calls with this as well? I think something is also different. Let's see.
So we need.
Okay, if Francis
Here we
is
are,
dead.
then.
False.
You!
False. Wait, no.
I do my exercises in Middle Park.
Insane script reading.
We're going to.
There are a lot of
Cool,
checks.
you're still in great shape.
There is some
You
text
work out?
message I don't
Not
understand.
really.
After Francis
keep
is dead.
active,
What
you
the
know.
hell is this message?
No.
There's no such message.
Follow my buns.
Hollow. Wait, what the hell?
Shit, this place is noisy. He'll only come after me if it looks like I'm by myself.
Why are there 2 checks for Francis' death? Maybe something is wrong with this. Maybe my brain is just working on 0 capacity. I'm not gonna assume anything here. Sorry.
Oh, shit! Motherfuck! Watch yourself!
I'll
So-
discuss with facts and logic.
So, for some reason, okay, first time, you passed a lot, brothers.
Dressed for jail.
If Francis is dead, okay, true. There's some text message, 60 seconds delay. Then game time will be between 19 and 0. No, I don't think there's anything like this. Just, it must be something connected to Derek, actually. Maybe it should be Derek here. Yeah, it should be one of them should be Derek, not Francis. That would make sense. Well, maybe not. I don't understand. I will assume that this text message should be related to Derek death
So can you
and this game time wall as well.
be there in no Thank you.
So TLDR, if you kill Derek, you go to Duke's cemetery, very far away.
There's a man who knows what he wants.
Well, then it should be saying false.
Break some hearts in that. Visit us again soon.
Not true.
We're going to
In the first check, false and true are
Finish. I'm going home to
mixed,
blow some haze and beat up
unless
the
I'm really
Great,
stupid.
thanks.
taxi.
How is it going, man? Don't shoot at me now. You're ready for a fight now, huh?
It don't matter. We don't kill Derek in a speedrun anyway.
Wow, that was really close.
Alright, yeah. There is one very annoying
Let's do
gimmick
it. Thanks.
regarding phone calls and door animation. Sometimes if you're close to the door or right after you touch the door, you might this animation might cancel your phone call completely. Even worse than just cancel. It's like screws it up so much that might not even come again. I don't remember. It's a really unfortunate situation if that happens. So in casual route, it will pretty much happen every time because
Drive the Romero?
you need to taxi both to weapon shop and clothes shop.
Frankie's plot is in the graveyard on Colony Island, Nico. Can we put him in the ground?
But here he did a Earth burn mission, and it ends right near the clothes shop.
Fucking casket better not
that you
fall
need.
out. Go easy. I
Saves
think we
some
finally
time
lost him.
for you as
Shit, I
well.
never thought I'd be on the run from some Albanian gangsters with a cop in the car.
Can we call for backup or something? Are you
Right,
suggesting
we're
that I'm a
approaching the
fucking
lighthouse,
cop?
which
I
is
thought
a
that you would
good
know
time
better
to
than
remind
that.
that
No,
we're
you
still
dumb
waiting the
European fuck. I
lighthouse
met my
outage
brother,
mode
Francis.
with
It was
GTA
a joke. Hell of a fucking time to
Yeah,
be
but
making
did you
jokes about
ever
your dead brother.
made any
You know,
kind of
I'm
request,
still not that
or you're
fond
just
of the
waiting?
guy, even in
There
his
it
death.
is.
I guess that's what turning cop will do to a
There
fraternal
it is.
relationship.
I guess you've got enough
I'm
brothers to
waiting
hate
for
one of them.
Swiftly running out,
Drizzy
Nico.
to hook me up.
Finally, it's time to say goodbye to my brother. Amen.
You, out of there.
Motherfucker!
Okay, that's chapter 4 done.
Yeah, I'm getting confused because Francis's death should be false for that text message to happen, I assume. I never actually tested what happens if you kill Derek.
Where to? I want to go. Let's do it. Thanks.
And we never get to between 19 and 0 in this run even. Whatever. No one reads this anyway.
Damn.
No BM. It's not important because Derek is always slower unless you really want to unlock France's ability.
Huh?
Alright, here comes the best chapter of the run. Chapter 5.
Yeah, and it had the most amount of changes.
Too long.
It will have just so many different parts of the route
That's
here.
great.
And even a few mission tricks. Like
Yeah.
flat line kill.
If you're a washed up runner, this should be interesting to watch.
Yeah, so first of all, I'm gonna do I'll take her after this mission. Then drive Grace's car to Pegorina's house.
Wait, what? You'll drive Gracie's car?
Yeah,
Just watch and learn, Rook.
Yes, okay. I'm just going to observe.
So this is another part of the run where it's pretty hard to follow world record route. Another time check. You need to be before 21 to start I'll Take Care Part 2. And not to mention that you need...
I actually skipped an hour from Undertaker.
Yeah, Undertaker sets the in-game time to the next hour or something. Beginning on the next hour,
This heroin is
I think.
Yeah, so basically I'm
And
gonna have to do extra taxi warps, but I know what to do if this happens, so it's fine.
Yeah, thankfully he set up the date to be able to be more flexible at the end of this round. Spend time with taxi fares. Okay, there was a swing set. I think this one is actually not glitched, is it? The one in...
It's glitched. I got stuck on it once and it killed my run.
How did you manage to get...
Well, I hit it somehow and this truck just stopped moving altogether. Like I couldn't get out of it. It only happened once to me ever, but it's happened like 4 years ago, and ever since then I'm very careful with that.
That's crazy.
I've never seen it happen to anyone else.
Because you just drive forward here. You need to turn like 90 degrees to get stuck on it.
The 90 degrees I just dropped. Nothing extraordinary happened. I mean, I definitely was too much to the left than I'm supposed to be. But still.
Yeah, one less stunt, unfortunately, with this route. Well, thankfully, because the stunt sucks.
What? Real skill, actually.
Sure. I can do it, surely. Oh, nice. Yeah, this void warp is much more precise than it looks. Like this marker that puts your taxi against this obstacle is very tricky. Without flipping the taxi as well. So, at the end of Track Castle, he actually cancelled the end of mission call with Paki activity to delay his text and receive Jerry call here. Very important. If you don't have Paki activity here, I don't know what to do. Actually, in my quote-unquote PB, I had exactly this situation that I described. No Paki activity. So I wasted like 2 minutes receiving garbage instead of Jerry call. And then I wasn't able to start. I'll take her anyway. Oh, yeah. And reply to Sobo Ho while we're at it. So from now on, every taxi fare will pass time.
Damn, this is smooth. Shit. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Which part?
The void walk to Gracie.
Ah, yeah.
So, you like
not very classic percent friendly. But sure,
Well,
it's
the
fast.
strategy classic is pretty funny as well.
Yeah, what a gentleman.
Yeah, Stig used to
For brains, how am I gonna
tell
sell
me
this?
how to do
All the
it
good men are
properly.
gone is what my dad says.
Your dad sounds real.
Which one?
Oh, you really know how to work it.
Well, the one where you steal the taxi in Alderney Cafe. And then you need to hang up at a certain point, and sometimes you get funny.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah. I remember that one.
So the reason why he is gonna stay in the car is because taxis after this mission they suck very hard. And you need to get to Pegorino anyway, and then you don't need the taxi after you start Pegorino anyway.
Sir, I need your car.
So he's gonna wait for one thing, probably a packet text here, and then call Bell, and all of that will take exactly the drive to Pegorino. Now this is the real classic connection. I really like this one. Look at this. Just gonna drive to Pegorino while waiting for something. Like there should be more connections than this, like this in Alderney, because Alderney is just garbage. It's probably on the same page with SmackDown 2 babysitting connection.
And I have to stop
Hopefully,
him.
well, I guess he was driving way too good here. Yeah, I don't know. Packet days got delayed. I got too excited. Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes you get it in less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, there are a lot of texts and calls in IV. There's just how such a different cycle from run to run. And yeah,
What are you waiting?
I think it's still
connection is
worse.
still-
I think it's still worse to drive here.
worse with the
No,
perfect
worth
cycle?
it.
Of course it's worth it because
friends now? Nice.
when you enter and
Best hope you made a good first impression
hail
on
the
me,
taxi
boys.
and
He's gonna be
do
the one
other
looking
stuff,
out for you
you
during
might
this meet.
delay the
Well,
text.
He's being
Yeah.
paid to look out for me, so saving you guys.
You might not
is
even get a
the
taxi
overtime.
in the first place.
That's just if the shit goes down, right, boss?
Yeah, well,
Battles wouldn't fuck with you.
Wake up, you fucking
you need to get rid of it
Everybody's
because
trying to fuck everybody. We're
Nice
just hoping
curves.
they got the man
the
with
last
smile
text
on
that you
face
really
before
need
they
to
do it.
receive
You
here
giving
is
them a nice little
Pegorino's
offer.
text. So
They ain't gonna turn up their noses at that. God, give me
other
strength.
texts are
It's like
a
I'm dealing with
concern
children here.
when you're
No wonder
waiting
I
for a
ain't on
text.
commission when
But
my
if you
muscle
had
is this
some phone
stupid.
calls, you can just aim or get a wanted level to guarantee a text.
I let them operate out here from time
But
to time.
aiming,
The man's
scrolling
running
weapons
shy
or
business on this side of the West River. They
something
also
like that,
control
it only works on
I don't
foot.
mind
If you
picking
aim
up.
from the
I
car,
don't
you
even make them
cannot
give me a
prevent the
taste.
phone call,
Hopefully they're gonna
which is
respect
very
that when it comes
unfortunate.
time to asking them for a
So if
favor.
you're in a car and you really need the text,
Yeah,
you
insurance.
can get a wanted
I'm the
level.
captain of this ship because I look at every
Or get the
possibility.
text
Check to make
guaranteed.
sure my ass is covered in each situation. I think about what's gonna happen if this guy screws me, if this one turns states, and so on. That's why you're
Alright.
the boss. Shut up.
I'm really afraid of hitting poles after my last
Never
100
gonna make
attempt.
it to the level he wants to reach.
All hard. You
Sorry
have
for talking about it again.
you have to drive on this mission because there are 3 people with you, and cab can only carry 4.
Yeah, I don't think Pegorino would have taken a cab anyway, because he's a mob boss after all.
He takes one at the end of this mission. What are you talking about?
Well, at this point, I don't think he cares about how he looks anymore. Yeah, jumping out of this window is something that was discovered purely because there was a fate that it would get discovered. As soon as someone's think Eagle said in the chat, yeah, this is
Yeah.
possible. I did it once. Casual attempts or whatever. Casual gameplay. Kyle already told the story a million times. Still.
There's a clip of Kyle actually flipping out of the building for the first time.
Yeah. His reaction is priceless. Maybe I'll go with that.
Do a little trick here. Like, make the gift teleport to you, basically, if you block the doors in a specific way. Kind of hard to pull off.
Yeah, and very rarely gift spawns in the 000 coordinate, somewhere in the middle of Algonquin, I think.
The Pegarino
No,
And
this always happens if you like
something to that.
if you don't pick it up manually, it always happens.
But sometimes, no, I think I can still void warp sometimes, but other times there's some kind of green blip on the map, or I don't know.
It's always there if you don't pick up manually.
Alright.
Pick up the rucksack manually. I mean.
I struggle to remember. Maybe it happened way before void warps. Yeah, this is top 5 clip, I guess. Top 5 clips, so it was easy to find.
Saves a lot of time. You used to have to steal the cab, wait for this very slow Pegarino to get in, then drive all the way up, and then you'll have to find the cab for the next mission.
Yeah. Alright, I'm not sure if... Yeah, he's surely taxiing on purpose to pass more time while waiting for the text.
Yeah, I didn't want to get to Dwayne, but Brucey was intentional.
And there's a new stratagem to remove this wall from existence.
Whoa, it did lock FPS. What the?
Oh,
oops.
God damn, yeah.
Big
This is the
balls.
only mission that you need to lock FPS on, I think. Or is there other burning mission, no?
I soft locked on hating the haters once, but it was during practice.
Don't mind me.
Get it before it's gone.
A Frankfurter sausage.
So, during first 2 burning missions loading screens, you have to limit frame rate. Well, since Stig is claiming that he soft lock on Hate and the Haters, I'm saying first 2 missions.
Well, I'm at this point, I'm pretty sure it was a save file problem, but I still logged anyway, just to be safe.
We don't know. They won't even meet us themselves. This is just some flunky they're sending. We have to tell them to tell the boss we won't be pushed around.
I'm saying it like I'm running this game.
Well, you're still around. You can share some knowledge before you retire for good.
I'm leaving. I'm a full-time IV commentator nowadays.
Thank you.
Like a sports commentator.
Yeah. It's like a IV version of Waffle. Well, a worse version.
Waffle is an active GTA 3 runner. What you're talking about?
Okay, fine. Good point. Alright,
Not even
my
kidding.
God.
Yes, let me just have my existential crisis at peace. In peace.
No, I didn't mean to. Okay, that nice one, Lil.
Yeah,
But
thankfully you want to level, doesn't matter if you do the void warp.
Yeah, it's another
Let's do it.
upside of this void warp.
Unless Bernie like wants to punch the cops. That happens sometimes.
Yeah, and this void warp also removes the door, which is also very
I'm
nice.
going home to blow some haze and beat up the coochie.
Thank you very much.
Always TM. Which means not always, but only 99% of times. But unfortunately, you steal the taxi right away anyway.
I'm gonna preemptively place a marker on the strip club.
Yeah. A lot of markers, they have interesting history of people finding them. Like the one marker from Tilad in Elizabetha's place. It was just found by completely new Tilad runner who placed it like absolutely out of blue. And it just taxied. Taxi just was directed straight into the parking lot. That runner's name was Red Wolf. Unfortunately, he doesn't run T-Lad anymore. Who would run T-Lad?
I'm sure he'll come back.
Who wants to run T-Lad outside of then December? Nobody.
Ah, shit.
I want to. I just cannot. It's too hard. I cannot PB anymore.
Okay, sticky situation here. Thankfully, the strip club will heal his wounds. Yeah, and the reason why I mentioned T-Lad markers, because this upcoming strip club marker, it works kind of the same, and it was also discovered completely by chance. When Sorviknight was playing T-Lad, the mission called Hit the Pipe, where you need to taxi somewhere to catch the van.
Great, thanks.
Speaking of catching the vans, here's a mission called Catch the Wave.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah, look, this taxi, usually the marker that we used to use, it would put taxi into the fence. Like taxi would turn 90 degrees and then smash the fence, which is not that bad, but of course having the taxi right here inside the thing is better.
Do you wanna come?
I'm not sure if the other marker would despawn the taxi in this tree.
It would, I think.
So yeah. The latest on Mission Zero setup discovered by Jorge for the last day in December was this one.
Hell,
But he discovered it for T-Lad, I think. So, if you're not on a mission, strippers spawn. And then you can start a mission nearby and watch this little dance. And after that, you go on Mission Zero, basically. Except you don't see mission blips on the map, but you can still start them, I think. And crash the game immediately. So during this on Mission Zero part, I don't know how true this on Mission Zero is, since the minimap doesn't show icons and shit. You can still receive phone calls here, which is why we are doing it here. There are a lot of phone calls to be received in this part of the run. Okay. And very important to skip this dialogue. Otherwise the phone calls will get blocked. The technique is very precise. I'm not gonna describe how to skip this dialogue. You need to like wait 3 seconds after getting to the van and then start calling someone. You need to hang up on phone call when the bottom text disappears, basically. But you need that phone call to not be started completely. It needs to be dialing, like beep, beep. Well, just repeat what world record does for it. So, things that you can do during this on Mission Zero shit is receiving phone calls, texts, starting random encounters. Actually, you can also start activities with friends too. But I'm not sure how useful it is. Here it wouldn't be useful at all, because there are only 2 seats in the van. But maybe before the van thing, something can be done, I don't know. Jorge also said you can sleep during this. Well, the more things are tested, you can just pick things one by one and try what they do. Or if you're a code wizard, you already know what you can do and what you can't do. You cannot start the other mission. And you cannot start the job. You cannot start Most Wanted, I think. And the other mission. Like 2 missions, no, they don't love each other, they will crash the game immediately. And Most Wanted is considered like such a mission. Technically it's probably not a mission, but it will crash the game. You started while on the mission. So, since strippers don't spawn when you're on the mission, the only way to do this trick is to either start a mission close to strip club, such as Catch the Wave or One Last Thing XD,
Where is Bell?
I don't know.
Where? What? Who was that guy?
Okay, my stream is a bit delayed. Oh my god, what the fuck? That's some bullshit.
Why can't I restart? Okay, I guess I was on mission 0, so I can't restart it.
Oh my god. No, don't feed war, please. Okay, never happened before, thing happened again. Who would have thought? XD. And look at this, we don't have a mission restart because of the trick.
Ah, the route is fucked. Gonna pass too much time.
So can you take?
You mean for the wedding or there's
Here
something
we
else?
are, man. End of the line.
Nah, I might have to route on the fly. Text and shit.
Hey, Tommy.
Surely it's not hard. Ah, fuck. You will pass too much time, so Boho will
listen,
appear.
there's a
That's
truck
what you
waiting
mean,
for us.
Yeah.
right?
It's under the overpass.
Yeah, that's
on
very
Catskill
fucked
Avenue.
now.
Drive us there.
So yeah. After Boho appears, you don't have the
How about you and me go
time
somewhere
passing
a bit
ability anymore.
quieter together?
Yeah, you will probably have to do entourage
Just
last.
follow me then.
That's all.
Come again soon.
Of course it's worth it. It's always worth it. Because if something doesn't work out once, that doesn't mean it wasn't worth it. Yeah, this is something unique here. I really don't like catch the wedge shootout either. I think you did the same thing as usual.
I think I forgot
Shoot
to
two.
kill one guy somehow. I don't know.
Well, you shoot two guys, then shoot Barrow, then shoot the guy near the van who doesn't speak English. I think none of them speak English. Yeah, and the reason why he void warps to the truck start is because once you abandon Field Bill, you cannot taxi to this truck anymore. Game will put you on the sky, on the highway above. Somehow, I don't know why.
What was the call I got? The last call I got when I was on the boat.
Sorry, I'll need to check it, but I think Ray. Let's check. Okay, this is what IV speedrun is all about.
Yeah, I think it was
Oxygen.
Ray.
Help him. Okay. Yeah, that was definitely Ray in the boat itself.
Okay, I got back, you know.
Everyone's first IV run is most likely a chat-assisted speedrun.
Yeah, but won't clean up clean bell as well. You need to look at both of them, I guess.
So the
Yeah, you
only thing
can-
I did different was shoot the barrel before I shot the guy outside. But
This is it.
Yeah, the sequence is really precise. If you don't do it right, you will have to shoot a lot more people to make bail move. Unlucky.
Buddy, we're here to pick up the shipment. I don't speak English. Fuck off. Hey, amigo, let's make this easy. I just want to give the stuff to my boss and go home.
Yeah, you can do something like picking up a friend, except this truck only has 2 seats. You cannot really pick up a friend in that case.
actually, that's not true. I always shoot the barrel early. So,
Oh, that's some
I don't know.
OHQ strats. Actually, coordinated might be useful for OHQ. Sorry for interrupting. But yeah, you can deliver like someone, like a friend here first. Someone who doesn't fail for going too far. So no, friend won't work in that case. Maybe some random character will not fail if you abandon them here. Then go back to the truck, drive back there, and then like at the start of the shootout, killed a random character while looking at Bell and the boat immediately. Okay, he pushed the boat very slightly, right when Bell was jumping on it. That made Bell warp right inside the boat immediately. A little technique.
Nice blue water.
Yeah. This is the kind of water you would see during Revenger's tragedy. How hard is it this sea? Hopefully not too hard. Well, at least we didn't get an audio glitch, so this is already a win. Yeah, nothing else can speed up Bell as far as I know. Other than pushing his boat right when he's trying to jump on it. Mm-hmm.
Or
You
get
can
audio
get one.
glitch as fast as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. We just have to figure out how to actually do it.
Okay, I think the feed got refreshed just now.
Yeah.
Is it still the same?
Should be fine.
Okay, step 1. You have to find the lineman. He's gonna cut the audio cables.
Did you know that you were able to use MP3 player in beta? Yeah, I'm just pulling it out of my ass. Maybe there are some voice lines in GTA 4 audio archives that indicate that. Not sure.
No, I think people found it in the script. That was actually.
Always a script. Always. Okay, what's the lineman chance? Do we have any chances left? Maybe during Tiladi.
Can I get a line, man?
After in morning.
So, some casuals found evidence of MP3 player in the script, according to Steve.
I think that's what happened. I'm not sure if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
At this point, he received so much shit that the run becomes really taxi dependent yet again. Usually, the taxi RNG would be kind of complicated. I mean, kind of compensated by the fact that you're waiting for something. So even if you get a bad taxi, you're like, oh whatever, I'm waiting for this phone call. What now? Right now, you received everything, basically. There's only like Bernie text left.
No, I got that.
Oh, right, because you got back in time or whatever.
Yeah, I got two ahead of time.
Not back in time, because there was no restart. Too much ahead, in fact. Yes.
Okay, this is awkward.
Can you actually go back in time? After trespass, for example.
I don't know.
So you keep Soboho. Or is she already gone?
No, maybe. I don't know what time I would be after trespass.
Yeah,
in a normal
if
run.
it's yeah, I'm not gonna assume anything. Sorry, no, just do your thing. If it was my run, I would have done something stupid like that.
I think I'll just receive the text and early. Do
Let's do it. Oh, thank you.
S control after Tiladia.
So during Flatline, he did another trick discovered by himself, I think.
All right.
I don't know, there's certainly a hole in that window, and then probably it lines up with the next window, I assume. Or there are no walls whatsoever. I don't think SMGs can wallbang through the walls, like sniper rifle can in some spots. And I think... No, he definitely hits the Anthony, because there's a health bar. And you don't really need to hit Anthony to death. You can only hit him once and he will die. Thankfully, health bar indicates that you shoot Anthony. Well, I'm describing something that happened a mission ago, luckily.
So convenient. It's the only GTA game that has like the actually no, I'm wrong. SA has this one as well. The health bar. Never mind.
But you wouldn't be able to see it through the wall, probably.
Oh yes.
And in GTA 5 there's kill confirm thing. Like in,
Yeah, but like
in Call of Duty.
doesn't die immediately.
True. There wouldn't be such mission in 5 anyway. With so many possibilities. Let's be real.
Choices are banned in GTA 5.
There would be a mission where you would enter this hospital and you would be walking at like 2 kilometers per hour, and you will have to change the suit. You will be forced to change the suit to the medical equipment. Then you will be forced to pull out the plug. No, there would be a choice to shoot him at this point, I assume. But nah, if you pull out the weapon while before like grabbing the suit, mission would fail.
You won't be able to shoot him too early or the mission would fail.
You alerted the guards.
I don't know how else I can help
Something
you.
like
Look
that.
how long it took me to find you.
I know, sweetie. Let's forget about him and have some F.
Well, we have a pace check in chat.
I don't want to say it. It's too embarrassing.
Perfect, sweetie. Let's stop.
Stay tuned to find out.
Don't go anywhere.
I'm gonna say it's plus double digits.
Plus 0.5, I think.
Rice's wife is
It can't be more than that.
This was meant to be our fun. Why does everything that's meant to be fun have to be so miserable?
I don't know.
Stop
Just
really
got to
space.
get these guys or they'll just come back.
Yeah, still sub a lot of runner space, I would say.
Well, it's definitely not Sabilius' first date, and that's the only thing he cared about.
Well, did Ilias have that kind of first date in his any percent video? What?
What?
Bro. Nah, I don't think so, Nabnoob. What the?
I want to go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's alive.
It's a wrap. Thank you.
He was streaming some games on YouTube at some point.
Yeah, he's streaming
Alright.
Civilization 5 from time to time.
But of course he's not gonna come back to such cheater-filled, infested community like GTA 4.
It's about time to pick up
What
that
do you mean
horse
Kyle
my
is gone
nephew's been
now?
sitting on.
Not really.
Well, I don't see him.
Even if there's no Kyle, there are still a lot of people that can do sub 9 first date, so they all must be cheating.
Who can do sub 9 first date? When Ilias was around, loadless wasn't a thing.
Yeah, right. Sorry, I'm a bit of a zoomer in that regard. Mr. Chicken.
Screw you, scumbags!
Mr. Chicken.
Run
That's
over.
Are you fucking blind?
You don't know this, the
Why don't you
watching
limit
these
FPS like at the
cars. I thought
start
Bill
of
was
this
just
shit?
paranoid. Give me a
I
break,
limit
man.
sometime
I got a lot
after
on
the
my
police
mind, you
station.
know? I didn't have much time to scope this
Yeah.
out. My ma's kinda sick.
I guess so you
I've been
can
looking
get
after her.
past him
And my
before he
sister,
goes into
I've been
that
putting her through
EVJ area.
college.
Yeah.
Shut up! These feds are all over me. I'm sorry, man.
This is the
It's just,
goofiest
I only
chase
got
mission in
married the
IV.
other day.
I'm gonna keep
God, I
saying
love
it
that kid.
until
You
someone
wanna see a
proves me
picture?
otherwise, but
I don't want to see a fucking picture.
I'm probably
I'm trying
right
to get
here.
us out of this situation. Maybe then you can spend time with your wife instead of
Why?
some
Why so
jailhouse
goofy,
bitch.
Ron?
Oh God, we're
Well,
gonna
there
lose the
are...
boss. They're all over the
like,
boss,
the
Nico.
fact that you can get ahead so much is already goofy. But, well, at least game doesn't slow down, so you're behind this guy, at least. Unlike in other chases, like on Meltdown or No Way on a Subway. Here you can get
Fucking
ahead
cops.
so much that Phil will start rubber banding like crazy. There will be still usual like
The feds are all
scripted
over
car
us, man.
spawns shit
Damn
on his
feds.
way that you want to despawn by pressing look backwards all the time. You actually want to despawn all the scripted shit. So they spawn all that shit and they don't make Phil Bell invincible. So sometimes he can actually car bomb into some random, not random, scripted shit that spawns on this mission. So
Well, he can even car bomb into you right at the end of the mission.
that's nice to know. Killing Frankie so he doesn't bother us when it's time to leave.
Get a move on. We ain't sightseeing over here.
Sorry about Discord noises.
I can barely hear anything.
Well, you're not watching the stream, are you?
Well,
With the sound, I mean.
well, I mean, okay. You mean like Discord actually
Gotta lose this heat,
gets
Nico.
rid of the background noises, whilst OBS doesn't do it, so people who watch the stream hear a lot more, right? That's what you want.
No, I mean Discord noises, but I don't want to mention them too much because people might start
This is one more reason for
abusing.
my ex-wife to hate my
I already
guts.
said it out loud, so should have not said anything.
Fucked up.
I mean, at least there are no,
It was his call.
at least no one uses new Discord
Gets
feature
harder
with
every time.
goofy ass sounds.
Somebody did use it.
When?
I don't remember which round that was, but it was fun.
I mean, we don't use it. I'm not gonna steal the other man's joke. I mean, it was funny once.
Ray's gonna
It
be
was
pleased
appropriate
about
once.
this.
Okay,
He's been
here you
trying to
don't
bang
place a
Frankie's wife
waypoint
ever since
anymore,
they got
Stick.
married.
Learn that for your next Rust. You just change destination at the end of Tiladia.
Well, I think you told me that a long time ago.
I only learned it like a month ago or something.
Well, maybe it was... who could it be?
Fun way to go.
No, I mean, it was stealing the other people joke. Anyway. You need a nitro and some epic servers with epic Discord sounds to use it anyway.
Why isn't the GTA, #GTA server contain any epic jokes?
Yeah, we're gonna make GTA 4 community server with Kyle quotes for the next marathon. And with Ilias sounds as well.
Rage.
Sounds epic. So waiting for this text right after Tiladia is not very optimal because it takes extra like 10 seconds.
More like 20.
Hmm.
I'm in the rush.
Yeah. Well, if it's 30 seconds
Here we
text,
are.
then yeah.
Great, thanks.
We have no choice here because things will out of control.
Smile for your daddy,
Alright,
Grace.
yeah, I've heard lots about this strategy.
Yeah, I'm doing old stratagems. Except shooting Gracie, that was new.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
that's
Great,
what it was.
thanks.
Thinking over.
If you're not gonna receive a want level in this apartment, you should.
Allegedly. Oh, I'm on 100.
Well, we can basically confirm it because there's a certain script thing that blocks any kind of wanted level. You just need to learn to how to read the script. Like, there are some parts of the mission where you're safe. It can be just a part of the mission, and I think this is the part.
What's up, Bert? Hey!
At this point, the route became the chillest route, I think,
Right here!
because you also call Bernie in chill route here. Yeah, and the reason why you call Ray, I mean you kill Ray right after you do ransom, is because otherwise you will have extra phone call 1 hour after you do ransom thing on the map. Ray will call you and say that, oh, I know that you kidnapped the mob girl.
John, how are you?
Because Ray always calls about that kind of stuff. He's a rat doing an impression of a man.
Whoa.
He's one letter away from red.
You'll be feeling like a teenager again.
Ooh.
That's a decent expose you've got here.
Those are the wonders of modern medicine.
Rat Bochino.
What was that mission? What was that SA mission called again?
Is there a problem? Another roadblock?
Big Small?
Ding ding! Management is...
Ah. I was thinking about Ray. And...
That
I'm being
led you
silly.
to what the? Saved.
Who is this asshole?
You're going to die, friend!
Alright, there's another wave. Wave of mutilation.
Oh, bigger.
They've engaged with me. You've got to get us to the Civic Citadel. You are quite the popular man, Mr. Jefferson.
Okay, keyboard was working.
Okay, yeah. You can just...
That was a mistake.
If you're quick enough, you can just drive away and lose the pursuers instead of killing them. Which takes quite a lot of time since there are like, what, 20 people following you in total. There used to be a faster route that Kyle was trying to implement like 5 years ago, but it was too inconsistent.
Oh man, you know so much. What route was that? Drive forward?
You just didn't have to do that very sharp turn at the end. Which isn't exactly very quick.
Maybe it will work on 15 FPS. Who knows?
Thank you very much.
Your car will be quite slow on 15 FPS.
Damn, Lashenko already playing IV. We got him.
That's Loshenko.
Pretty good for a beginner, eh? Yeah, 34. It's not bad, bro.
Look around! You fuck out! I just trying to make money!
Still some room for an improvement, like 12 minutes or 13. Depends if you posted loadless or not.
This one is quite an Eric mission. And the next one is as well.
Yo, taxi!
But not in classic because they become very long
So where to?
because of how you have to fly from one island to the other over and over again.
Thanks.
Yeah, this is the worst segment in Classic.
I think it took me like half an hour in my only classic attempt because I kept dying.
I think I'm bald.
Skill issue.
True.
Did you pass 2 hours at this point?
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
I got the text.
Well, yeah, this is the what chill route does. It does exactly the same thing. Kill Ray, then do 2 missions and get a text. I mean, 2 Gambit missions. Almost sure. Well, except you're also waiting for a waiting call between those 2 missions. Yeah, a bit of a downside of that chillest route on the planet Earth is wedding calls are getting received very late, and same goes for ransom plus array dead. Don't know which one is worse, lack of wedding calls or lack of missions for the last packet text. Whatever. Yeah, he got stuck here for a moment. Did you AO him with something other than drop?
Yeah, I did random activity. Just a silly thing.
Yeah, and sometimes missions don't activate after you cancel and do mission call with something other than job. And then you need to call someone again, I think. So mission markers activate again. It happens a lot until after buyer's market. I mean, more often than in GTA 4.
Oh my god, is Lashenko really does Lashenko really expects from foreigners to pronounce soft consonants? I don't think so, man.
They will never understand that White Russia is not Russia, no matter how hard you try to explain. Alright, the last trick regarding phone call gimmicks is... Okay, what the hell?
Where you headed?
Why did you
I was
hide?
gonna start job, but I couldn't.
Yeah, you can stay in this menu for like 32 seconds
So we need to go to Crockett Avenue.
to prevent any kind of meme calls from happening. Then select destination and hopefully receive UL call mission. But yeah, you cannot taxi to the place until you receive the phone call. Otherwise, you won't receive it at all if you're too close to the destination. And the distance is different. Depends if you're on foot or in the car, but either way, since you're in the taxi, you just wait as far as possible.
is the big moment.
This is it. This.
I was talking about difference between Belarus and whatnot. I mean, I don't want to talk about it at all. I remember that Leshchenko is very triggered. And people are trolling him all the time in this community. Every second he's getting trolled.
Here we are.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm turning this shit off. I can't take listening to those annoying ads and DJs right now.
I didn't want to make any kind of jokes other than joking on Leshchenko.
Take me.
Somehow I'm
I didn't mean to offend anyone but Leshchenko.
Don't play with the window.
yes. I didn't mean to offend him either.
Come on.
I don't know. I skipped this cutscene immediately somehow. The cutscene where they stand with Roman. I don't know.
If Nico is talking, you can skip it sometimes.
No, actually, I really like the fact that we get a new IV runner.
Here we are. That's very
Or
kind of
dislike,
you.
I don't know. Because IV is just torture. It shouldn't
Hey, man.
speed
All right,
run.
Nico.
No,
The exchange is
we
over
run
on
the
Charge
promotional
Island to
campaign
water
this
treatment
marathon.
plant.
Have you seen how many GTA 4 runs are on the schedule? Don't say this.
Yeah.
Becky, my man. How are you? and
All
the
thanks
ladies
to
getting on?
Sorviknight.
Like a house
He
on
submitted
fire,
every
ain't that
important
right, Gracie?
category. And then the rest are memes,
See,
as I say.
she was just telling
Yeah.
me how much she loved me.
True that.
What do you think of Nico, Gracie?
I don't believe this curve boost does anything, but no, maybe it does in this car, it depends on the car. But we don't do this kind of boost on Northwood Bridge in T-Lad, for example. I don't know, there's a lot of things are connected to T-Lad one way or another. That's why I mentioned T-Lad so much.
He is definitely a bad influence.
Well, it's
on you.
basically the same game.
Of course. It's closer in spirit to GTA 4 than Broton.
Christ!
Wait, what? Tea stealing story?
We don't talk about this stealing story.
What? I want to hear the tea stealing story.
Then rewatch Rainbow Miser Race.
Ah, okay.
I mean, there was a lot of bullying yesterday, so I don't feel like adding up to that. I don't want to bully anyone, in fact, even if they deserve it.
I read that
I'm a man of peace, you know?
No, it's not about peace. I read that Eben was toxic, so that immediately made me want to watch.
No, he wasn't as toxic as Waffle, honestly. But Eben was just doing his thing, but Waffle was kinda starts in a real beef with Leshchenko.
I cannot believe Waffle is getting BM. His USJ fame is getting into his head. Yeah, well, like when I was watching Rainbow Boys, it was like all people were talking about the run, and Leshchenko was just talking to himself, like separately. It's like a different stream playing simultaneously. Good stuff.
I was listening to Leshchenko, smiley face. Don't know about you.
How about you listen to what Paki has to say? Shit, I don't wanna...
I watched the mainstream, I don't have the link. And even if I did, I would have heard my own voice anyway, so I wouldn't listen.
I have it muted. Why would you have to watch it with sound? What? Ron?
How do I listen to Paki then?
Well, I just tried to predict. Oh my god, what the hell did... Oh, he stopped.
He was climbing the ladder.
Jesus Christ, why did that moron
Alright.
have to throw the
Because there's some guy above, I think. Or
always
not?
one who ruins it for everybody
Yeah.
else in the class. You're telling
If you try to shoot down Pucky while he's climbing the ladder, he will die pretty consistently, so don't do that. But
It's time for Shadow Dog.
attack.
Cuts.
Alright. Do you need any help?
No, I just killed myself twice.
Oh, you did it already? I'm so far behind. What the hell?
Oh, I'll give you the link, Ron. Stop being.
It's already over, pretty much. I mean, I'm not play-by-play commentator. I'm always talking about irrelevant shit
Wait,
that already happened. Bro. Okay, let's not hop all on that bullying train.
Fine.
Would have saved that rocket by shooting the gas thing on the hot dog stand.
Does it actually kill you?
Can't smoke in restaurants.
Yeah, you might survive. It destroys the car at Broton, so that's why I assumed it would work
Thank you
here.
very much.
But it only destroys the car if you're like parking the engine against that gas tank. Otherwise, the explosion does jack shit for some reason. Almost like CSGO grenades when they get stuck in some garbage. Well, believers, time to show your points.
I can finally check a CSGO reference on my good run bingo.
No, I don't think CS2 will have grenades that go through the walls.
I need this.
Estimate is just a number. I'm sure Rock and Marushko will finish the ESJs in 15 minutes. Too much skill involved.
Yeah, this is already the second run, IV run, that makes Marushko go later than usual. There will be a most wanted race tomorrow as well.
Right.
That will be.
Oh, right, it's right before Marushko as well.
I'm sure he will love GTA 4 after three back-to-back overestimates.
Don't
I mean,
follow me.
more time to prepare, more release, truly.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Oh no! Oh god, fuck.
That was kinda close. If you
Yep.
fall all the way down, you will have to kill everyone, and I don't know.
It's
probably
really
die.
slow if you do.
Okay, and how do you skip this cutscene? Just spamming skill?
Yeah.
I started to think that it's something else, but then I checked any percent that it's also skipped in any percent, so no. It's not chickens. And it's not me doing goofy animations. You can actually jump and trigger this thing that you press E on immediately.
To learn a lesson.
Yeah, there's a loadless timer. You can use it automatically if you select GTA 4 as a game in live split. Don't need to download anything. Once you select the game and select the right game version, you can use the loadless remover.
You mean the load remove?
Yeah, loadless remover is something that Stig is dreaming about every night.
Yeah, coping hard. Wait for
Oh.
the load remove.
Oh.
For complete edition.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting.
Separating leaderboards. Banning complete edition, whatsoever.
Just banning complete edition will do.
Then you will have to distribute the old version for everyone. And you will have to convince a lot of people that losing 5 seconds during vid warp is normal.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you save time on loads.
Who cares about loads? No, I care about loads. Trust, I do. But not so much that I'm gonna sacrifice loaders.
To Galveston,
Especially when
Connecticut.
other people
On our way,
are not
man.
using.
Don't play
Can we
with the
change
window.
where we are going? To
Of
Park
course
Street,
it's like
yeah?
this.
Hey, whatever, man. Meter's running.
Just find the instant it works on one patch.
Tip back up.
Then you will only lose 2 seconds to multiplayer cutscene.
Whatever, man. Meter's running.
Seems legit. Okay, the penultimate mission.
Well, alternative would be
Oh my god.
finding some kind of trick that involves patch 2 and works on patch 2 only.
Hey, Nico.
Okay, judging by the reaction. Okay, get the Kyle on the line. He did it first try. Holy shit!
Going to
What the fuck? My God.
Thankfully, he grabbed the bat to show off the strat. Actually, it was considered to be used. Like there was a time when Kyle was considering grabbing this bat
I now
like somewhere at the start of the game. Because there's a bat spawn right next to a Vlad bar, and then try to remove the taxi door with it. But it's such a precise thing to do that really it's really not worth doing. It's not working as easily as it was shown here.
Butt chest.
to protect
Butt
her.
chest.
It would be interesting.
Okay, this is
Weapon
gonna be
management.
a flawless out of commission.
Yes. Involving
To clip out of the building.
yes.
They say here, you suck.
No.
Not doing anything silly.
Man.
Now surely you can shoot a rocket. You need to find the spot to shoot a rocket and make them all jump out of your way.
Here we are,
But the
man.
thing is,
End of the line.
when you're doing this clip out of commission casino, you cannot expect it to do consistently. Sometimes it doesn't work at all, unless there's some new setup.
Must be connected to FPS.
And when you're doing it, I think guys outside are moving, and they will always be in the different spots. And so if they're too close, you might shoot them with a rocket, or they might ignore the rocket or whatever. And outside doesn't spawn. I mean, nothing renders outside like in Vice City, you know, when you say warp out of the mall or whatever. There's nothing renders. And there are like 6 people shooting you with AK that you cannot see them either. At least if they rendered, it would be maybe worth doing.
Where the fuck is this guy
Some
going?
a lot of stuff just not worth doing
I'm not
GTA
fucking
4
chill. We're speeding down the highway at who knows how fast.
because
Cars are coming
physics
toward us.
are too
People are
inconsistent.
shooting at us. How can you be chilled? You've been
But
smoking
there are
too
at
much,
least
nigga.
3 things
Whatever
that
chilled is, this is
you
not
can
it.
do in
You
this
said you
round.
wanted the help, Roman. You said you
Like,
wanted to get paid
running
with no payback. Just
from
as
the
much
building
as I
of
did.
Lord
I
Brothers,
did.
this
I
out
do
of
want
commission
to,
too.
but, you know,
Then
I don't want to die. I have a wife
blow
to
your
take
cover,
care of.
I've got nobody
yeah,
now.
taxi glitch, blow your cover off the roof strategy. It's just for few seconds gain at most,
Sure,
and
sure,
a
that's what
high
I'm feeling.
risk.
Nico, I want to get this guy. I just don't think we
Very
want to take
unlucky.
any unnecessary risks while we're doing that.
Roman,
Yeah, right
the
now,
last thing I
so
want
he's
is to
just
lose
doing
you as
out
well
of
as
commission.
Kate. I can't
His
imagine how
way,
I'd feel
he
if I
has to
lost
look
you
on the
today. But
enemies
Roman,
just so he
I
doesn't
would
lose
not
them,
let this
but
piece of
apart
shit
from
go.
that, he can
He is
just
taking us back
drive
to
straight to the
Jimmy Pegorino.
destination.
Yeah, he makes it look easy. No, he always knows where to turn exactly, even on that grass shortcut near hospital.
Hardest one.
Of course, still not going as far
We
as
cannot go much
cutting
further.
through
We
the
must reach
corner
Pegorino
where
soon.
the
At
pole
least we
hard
saved
is,
some
for
of
example.
Nick. I don't normally come this side of the West River.
See you, Roman.
is pretty epic regardless. Reverse spin into the fences, safe. If you damage the engine too much, you might destroy it with that last obstacle. I guess no more rocket outside. Really. Okay, this rocket makes some people jump off, but only killed one, I think. Yeah, just like what Get Lost. Everyone jumped off, no one died.
That's not you're doing it wrong. You're doing it. You're doing it wrong.
Okay. I'm not doing it, in fact. I don't. I like shooting people instead of this.
Why didn't you just hit me instead?
Okay, it's gonna be sub 352.
She didn't do anything.
Still
to you.
faster.
Yeah, still faster than both of washed up and unimportant persons in the voice call. Putting a shame on both of us.
You're not getting away, Bigger.
If this doesn't prove that genes are above everything, I don't know what does.
Without me, you're not.
But I'm not sure why you locked to 26 here. I guess just do not slide too much.
Yeah, basically.
Of course, notorious spamming technique. You need to lock FPS here, and this is the part that probably kills any kind of discussion about frame limiters. Because on modern computers you will not be able to put your FPS down to below 60. Like, I can imagine that you buy 60 Hz monitor to play this, to limit FPS with VSync, because VSync limits your FPS to refresh rate of the monitor. Maybe you can fork 60 Hz with something, with Windows or with command line. Yeah, maybe you can do it, but even on 60 FPS this spam is pretty hard. Well, I guess, yeah, you can cope with VSync one if you really want to be a purist. But yeah, this run's just... it's never gonna be clean.
You ain't never been clean.
No.
While I finish this.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay, not gonna waste too much time here because I need to go. But thanks for having me on GTA Marathon again.
Is what the dream feels like.
Stay tuned for
GG,
the
bro.
next run. What is the next one? Is it Vice City? Something?
Yeah, 35 years chased by Rock and Marushko. Big. One of the biggest
Yeah,
runs of the
yeah.
marathon.
Stay tuned for that.